Today, I am going to be ranking everything in Black Ops 7 Zombies. This is going to be a compilation of everything that you guys have been loving. Equipment, perks, wonder weapons, everything about Black Ops 7 Zombies is in this video. You guys have been liking these longer styled videos, and I thought it'd be great to put all of them together in one big video so you guys can throw it on and relax and chill out and maybe get a good night's sleep and throw me in the background so I can stare at you while you go to bed. But actually, being for real, this is today's video. So I'll be going through each different categories. We got wonder weapons, equipment, ammo mods, power-ups, perks, Gobblegums, Scorestreak. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would throw ammo mods in there, but my ammo mod video is outdated, so we need to make it. And I don't want to do it quite yet until maybe we get an ammo mod for DLC. But we'll see what happens. So if you guys enjoy, like I said, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Throw this one in the background. Enjoy your guys' self. I hope you guys have a good one. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Today, I'm going to be ranking every single wonder weapon in Black Ops 7 Zombies from worst to best. We're about the halfway point into this game. And we've got a collection of 5 wonder weapons, and I'll be ranking my top 5 and which one I like from worst to best. Now, I'll be only ranking one version of each weapon, so I won't be ranking the Unpack-a-Punch version of any weapons. I also will not be ranking anything that is unupgraded. For example, I'm not going to be ranking the Blundergat. I'm going to be ranked the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch Thundergat or tier 4 Pack-a-Punch Thundergat if you are playing in Curse. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. More zombies content coming out very soon. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Coming at number 5, we have the Ray Gun Mark II, the weakest wonder weapon in my opinion in Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, why do I have it so low at number 5? Well, it really is for a couple of reasons. And number 1, I think it's because the headshot multiplier, the headshot damage, has such a massive drop off in comparison to the body armor damage. And what I mean by that is when you are shooting this weapon and it's past round 40, you have to hit headshots. If you hit body shots, you don't even need 2-3 bursts to get that job done and kill that one singular zombie. And the worst part about all of it is the idea that you get less ammo with this weapon than basically any of the other ones, because the other two have infinite damage. The Thundergat has so many damn bullets, and the Ray Gun Mark I has more than the Mark II and does damage to a wider space. I find myself really running out of ammo frequently when it comes to Mark II and barely getting enough points in Curse to just buy ammo back again without getting any real profit or anything else ahead of that. I also really think it is a big deal that headshots are such a crucial part of this weapon, and if you ever get cornered or have any other issue, you will not be able to survive. I think it's a good weapon. Obviously, it's the Mark II, so none of these weapons are gonna be like, oh my god, this is shit, this is terrible. I'm not gonna do that with any of these weapons. But in terms of guns, I think in Black Ops 7, I do think this is the weakest one. Coming in at number 4, we have the LGM, the Firephase Z wonder weapon. Now, this is actually post-patch. I have seen the post-patch version of this weapon, and it is better. But if we talk about the pre-patch version, it would take way too damn long for the UFOs to kill zombies. And I know it's infinite damage. Somehow a weapon that is infinite damage and infinite ammo is trash. I think the big thing is the fact that you only get 8 shots to use at once when you use this weapon. It took too long to kill, and before the recent patch, it only targeted 1 zombie at a time. So one weapon had to take 8 shots to kill 8 zombies. That is ridiculous. It's like having a pistol on insta-kill. So what do we have instead? Well, now we have it to where it attacks more than 1 zombie, which is super helpful. And this is a weapon that is good, but it's never going to blow my socks off. It's nothing special against boss fights. Sure, it was awesome with the Frenzy Guard strategy against Caltheris, but that is now patched. And we have a lot of other things with this weapon that I think don't really stack up to any of the other weapons in Black Ops 7. I think it's a really good one. I think it's got a lot of potential. I think it's my favorite looking wonder weapon. It's so unique, the little alien that flies inside of the microphone. If you can see him just here, a little alien that flies and shoots. I love the amazing look, and it does look amazing, but overall, I'm going to put it at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have the Blundergat. Now, the Blundergat is a weapon that turns into the Thundergat upgraded. And that's the version that we'll be ranking. Now, the Thundergat has interesting because it has its base attack, which is terrible. The iron sights don't even line up, and the spread shot is absolutely ridiculous among like 5 feet, which is kind of insane. But what I think is craziest about this weapon is what I'm saying is the upgrade. And basically, there's two different sort of charged upgrade shots after the base Sundergat / Blundergat shot. The first one is you just holding it down and letting go, and you get a similar shot to like a normal Blundergat one, but it gives you just a little bit more of a boom, a little bit more kick, a little bit more power, nothing too crazy. Wow, the other charge shot is when you charge it and you hear it on the tick. When you hear it on the tick, if you let go on the little tick that you get, it'll do a beam of damage that is much more zombies. It is much more zombies at a much quicker pace than the LGM. The only difference is that the Blundergat, when you are using it, when you're holding it down, it does take forever to use a tick, and you do have super slow movement speed with it. So when you're using the boss fight, I find myself very much struggling sometimes using this weapon in the boss fight. But other than that, it is a good weapon. It's just very boring to see the Blundergat return, something we've seen 3 times before, and I'm seeing it a 4th. Like, okay, I saw it in Black Ops 2, saw it in Blackout, and now I'm seeing it now in Black Ops 4, and I'm probably gonna see it again in Cold War. And fuck it, I'll just put it in BO7. That's what this feels like. It doesn't really fit the rest of the game, but overall, the Sundergat is not a bad weapon. Coming in number 2 is the Necro Fluid Gauntlet, the strongest wonder weapon that is exclusive to this game. I love this one because it has 2 different ideas to steal life, and there's a lot of amazing things about this weapon I think are underappreciated. Number 1, the fact that when you get kills and you retrieve them back to you, you get HP for the zombies that you killed. Super cool, super fun. I'm a big fan of that. Number 2, I love the fact that you can do the different bringbacks. You can either do a normal one or you can do one with explosions. I think they're both awesome. I think that's an amazing effect. I love the way you get this one weapon. I know that's not a part of the ranking, but I think the quest for it is super cool. And it's a very unique idea. You shooting it, getting kills, and then you pulling it back can also give you kills. It'll semi-track the zombies. And when you hold down left trigger to pull it back, or right trigger, or whatever it may be, or right, I should say right click, you'll get an explosion, and it does do a good amount of damage. The thing that sucks about this, though, is sucks against bosses. Not good against any bosses. Not Uberklaus, not Doppelgas, not the zombie boss like Vytherian, and anything else. As Zursa, this gun is terrible with that, but when it comes to taking out hordes, this gun is very good. It is super strong. It is much better than the Ligma and the Blundergat. I really think we take a big step between 2 and 3, and the Necroflow gun is significantly better. So overall, I put it at number 2. In a world where we have all these new wonder weapons, the best wonder weapon in Black Ops 7 Zombies is the ray gun. You pair it with PhD Flopper, it's cinema. I mean, man, that shit, it's cinema, dog. It is fantastic against regular zombies, basically infinite damage. I know that it takes a couple shots because zombies are high around, because how quickly you can run with double tap. I find myself having tons of damage super quickly, super fun. Another thing I love about this weapon, great against bosses. Zursa, it shreds. Uberklaus, it shreds. Much better than the Mark II, actually, which is something that I found a little bit surprising. This one also, you know, shoots a blast area. I mean, it's the fucking ray gun. You've played Call of Duty Zombies for 15 years. You're watching this video because you actually like zombies, and you're not just one that's like, ooh, my favorite was the Kino map, the theater map. You're one that likes zombies. You know what the ray gun is. You know that it's been better ever since Cold War, and you know that this is a fantastic one. And it's reason that every single high rounder, every single Easter egg, and every single fan and YouTuber goes, I love the ray gun. Today, we'll be ranking every single equipment in Black Ops 7 Zombies from worst to best. I actually already had this idea, and then I saw you guys ask for it, and I was like, yeah, let's go. I look like I can give back to the community. No, I do appreciate your guys' comments. And if you guys have more video ideas, please let me know by leaving them down below, and I will strongly consider doing it if I like the idea. If you guys like this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy. And with that being said, let's get into it. There are 16 equipments. Today we're doing lethals and tacticals. We're combining them into one video. I thought about doing them separately because I do daily uploads. It's hard to think of video ideas, but I was like, that's not enough. So we're going to combine them. We have a lot to go through. It's going to be very exciting. But for coming in at number 16, we actually have the thermo grenade. Now the thermo grenade, I feel like this is going to be a pattern you're going to see in the video. Is I really love one of 2 things when it comes to equipment. Number 1, does it distract the zombies? Am I going to be clear after using my equipment? Is it going to keep me safe? And number 2, when I use it, is it going to be instant damage, instant impact, or am I going to have to wait for it long term? That's important. I prefer the instant damage. And the reason I prefer it is because if I was looking to kill something gradually, I'd just use my fucking gun, right? But if it was something that, when I'm using equipment, I'm looking to get rid of a horde, and I'm looking to get rid of a horde fast. And this is something that doesn't really do it. Now, the thermal grenade is basically thrown on the ground and it creates a bunch of fire on the ground, pop fire, and clouds, and they all kind of miss at each other. And if any zombie runs in an area of that in an extended amount of time, it kills them. And what I love about this game, and Black Ops 6 as well, compared to the older Call of Duty titles, is that every equipment does damage. So we're never gonna really worry about damage. But when it comes to thermal grenade, it has a small area that it affects and doesn't kill enough zombies fast enough. So because of that, I think that the thermal grenade is the worst, but it's not absolutely terrible. None of these are terrible. It's just the worst out of the bunch. Number 16 is the frag. Now the frag is good in this game because you can cook it, right? This ain't Rainbow Six Siege. You can cook it and throw it. But the problem with the frag is it is just a basic ass grenade. It's in every single Call of Duty game. This ain't multiplayer. You can't cross map throw these frags. And when it comes to zombies, you're not cross mapping throwing frags at zombies, guys. That is not the Call of Duty you're playing, guys. But what you are playing is a Call of Duty that you need to kill a big horde. Frag can do that, but every other gun, every other lethal does it better. Especially the ones that just explode. All the other exploding lethals do better. So it's unfortunate that frag is so low, but at the end of the day, it's a frag, and what do you expect from it? You're born to be mid. This is one of the harder ones to rank. Number 15 is the point turret. Now the point turret is an interesting one because the point turret kills a lot of zombies as a gradual amount of time. Basically, you throw it on the ground. It's a little sentry turret that'll kill a bunch of zombies, right? And it kills them in a couple shots, and it's very nice. It distracts them a little bit. It damages them and kills them. Doesn't kill a lot of zombies, really. But it's okay. But it's not great. Problem with it is it doesn't kill a lot. It kills a gradual amount. It kills probably, what, 15 zombies in the span of a minute? It's down there for a while. Now, if you have 40 fucking point turrets, you can sit back and relax and not even have to worry about playing your game. But you can't hold that many. I think you can hold 3 max, maybe 5. And you just throw it down and it kills some zombies, right? This is one of those ones where you get it. You're like, oh shit, a point turret. Let me just grab it, throw it down, and pick up my other equipment. You didn't do that. Point turret, it's all right. Comes out number 15. 14 is a Molotov, and it's similar to the thermo where you throw it down, it creates like an area of damage, and zombies run through it and die. Now, the thing about the Molotov is they die quicker. In my opinion, they die pretty quickly. I think the Molotov lasts a pretty good amount of time, and I think it kills more zombies. It covers a wider area than thermal grenade, which I think I like it more because of that. But it's still good. The Molotov is still a very good one. Does a lot of damage. We've seen it in past games, and it's fine. You know, it's another mid thing. We're in that mid level of lethals, and I think this is a trend you'll see. The lethals do worse than the tacticals in this list. We've had 4 straight lethals to start this list, so the Molotov is just the best of the worst, and it's fine. It's another thing. You pick it up, you throw it down, you pick the other stuff back up because it does gradual damage over time. It's not terrible, but nobody's like, oh shit, a Molotov, let me go grab it. No one ever does that. Number 13, we are on our first tactical of the day. We have the shock charge. The shock charge, you throw it down and it'll stay down for a while until a zombie comes into contact with it. And then when they come into contact with it, they'll be sparked up. They'll be little sparkies and they'll stun. And they'll stun for a good 5-10 seconds. I don't know the exact time, but they stun for a while. And the nice thing about the shock charge compared to the other things is that the stun changes. So if you stun one zombie and a bunch of other zombies run in, they will actually get chained and also get stunned, even if they weren't there on the initial shock charge activation. That's pretty cool. This would be a super useful tactical on zombies when you are camping. That's where it would be super useful, camping. The problem is, I never camp in this game, and honestly, no one really does. I don't really know any major camping strategy. The only one that I was aware of is that one on Van Dorn Farm where they have to jump down the balcony to jump up to you if you stand on the corner, kind of like where the Wonder Fizz is in the survival, and you kind of stand on the corner of the barn, that open area that's very reminiscent of the farm balcony, like very reminiscent, right? You stand on that corner. You guys know what I'm talking about, and that is really the only camping strategy. But they patched that, can't use that anymore. And the thing about the shock charge that sucks is you throw it on the ground. If one zombie walks over it, it activates it. So if you accidentally walk over it with one zombie, you're kind of cooked. But it does great damage, or not damage, but it does a great job at stunning. It takes a long time, but because of a game with super sprinters, you don't really find yourself camping a lot. And wonder weapons that aren't really camping friendly, like both wonder weapons aren't really crazy camping friendly. I guess the Necroflu Gauntlet maybe a little bit, but not by that much. The shock charge just feels like a one that isn't good now, but once I get a wonder weapon that does a lot of damage for a long period with one shot, then we'll see the shock charge really fly, because then when you get overran by your camping, that's where the shock charge will come into effect, like a bouncing Betty kind of thing from like World at War. So I think it's good, I think it's fine, but I'll never find myself really loving a shock charge, but it's still okay, and it comes in at number 13. Number 12 is going to be the Hunter bot. Now the thing about the Hunter bot that I really like is it only attacks HVTs, special enemies, and elite enemies, which is super cool. You throw it up, it will not attack zombies, and it'll kind of hover near you. They call it a personal defense device on its description, but it kind of hovers around you, and then once it sees an elite zombie, boom, it attacks the elite zombie right away. Now, in theory, that's awesome. Like, wow, it does a bunch of damage to the elite zombies and it gets it done easy. But if we're being real, it doesn't really do much damage. Sure, it might end it if you've already weakened it a bunch, but I don't think it really does a great amount of damage. And the reason I don't think I have it as high as I do is because it does nothing with the zombies. And when you are in a corner, the equipment is one of your last resources, especially if you have a field upgrade that isn't Ether Shroud or Mr. Peaks or something that can get the zombies off your back. If you have an equipment or a field upgrade that doesn't do that, then you're looking for your equipment to do that job for you, or maybe your Gobblegum. And a lot of these damage-based equipment, and especially a lot of the tactical equipment, do that job much better than Hunter bot. Now, this is a very specific thing for a very specific task, but when it comes to killing special zombies, I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use a war machine. Okay, I'm gonna use a ray gun, something that will easily kill it without me having to worry. So the Hunter bot's okay, it's fine, it's not like the worst thing in the world. Where I think we're getting into a new tier of better tactical and lethals, better equipment, but I don't think it really goes anything super special, and I put it at number 12. Coming in at number 11 is the stun grenade. Now, we went through 4 straight lethals, and now we go through 3 straight tacticals, and we land on the stun grenade to end that 3-game losing streak, I say, or winning streak, or however you want to call it. Now, what I love about the stun grenade is it is a very good moment of breath, right? You need to take a second, throw a stun grenade. What it does is you throw it on the ground, and all the zombies will do this. They shake like they're Jacob Fatu. All right, they got the shakes. Okay, shout out Elliot Knight. Yeah, but they do some crazy shit, dog. All right, and it stuns them, and they are not going to fuck with you. Right? They'll stand right still, and it gives you some time. Now you can't kill the zombies with them, and if you're in a corner with no ammo and you stun, all that's going to do is delay the inevitable. But if you're a running gun, you throw a stun down, gives you a moment of breath for all the zombies around you. The weird thing about it that I don't like is that if you don't instantly get hit with the stun, the zombies behind them will still run after you, and sometimes they'll run through the other zombies. So that kind of sucks. If you're throwing it down, you're kind of stunning a nice little pool of the horde, but the rest of the horde is still going to attack you. That does suck because you can't get the whole horde. There's other things that do the distractions, or I should say the moment of breath, better than the stun grenade, but I'm still not going to fault the stun grenade in any way. It's still very good for what it's trying to do. It slows them down, slows the zombies down, and it even works on some of the like aiming and projectiles of the boss zombies. If a Zersa is going to hit you with a projectile like it's Hive, or better example, if the Oscar is going to attack you from a distance, this will stop it. And even the Uber Klaus, this will stop it. So very good tactical. It comes out at number 11. Number 10 is the Semtex, one of the most classic ones ever. And the Semtex, you throw it, and the nice thing about the Semtex compared to the Frag, it sticks to the guy. Sticks them, they explode. Big explosion, does a ton of damage. Really not too much to say about the Semtex. You know what it does. And it deserves to be where it is. We're getting to that middle of the pack, and this is just, we're getting a lot of good shit here, man. With some good stuff, and now we're going to soon get to the great. The Semtex is just one of the good ones that you can always rely on. And let's just go to number 9, which is the Impact, which is basically the exact same as the Semtex, but instead of it sticking and waiting a couple seconds to explode, this one explodes straight on impact. Straight on impact. Bang! Right away. It's like, Breaking Bad with the fake meth. Throw it on the ground, explodes. Exactly the same way with this, right? Exactly the same way. Explodes instantly on impact. Super nice. You know exactly what you're throwing at. You know exactly what you're doing, and you want the kill here and now, you'll get it. With PhD Flopper, you have a zombie in front of you, throw the impact, they're done, right? So super nice, can kill a big horde just like the Semtex. These two are like almost the exact same. The only difference is one is instantly and one takes a second after it sticks. The only thing that sucks about the impact, or the both of them, they won't instant kill boss zombies, or they won't distract or anything. But they do kill both horde. They both kill a nice big horde. And that's not really the point of them. Their point is damage. And I really always like the damage. So for the impact, we'll throw it at number 9. Gonna be honest with you, these next two, the next 3 honestly, are probably the 3 hardest to rank. Like, they were very difficult to go through. But I think I'm going to go with some good rankings here. Coming at number 8, we have the Combat Axe. So the Combat Axe is interesting. It's the only thing on this entire list that you get infinite uses for, right? And the way it works is you throw the Combat Axe, kill zombies, anything in its way, can kill multiple zombies at once, and you can pick it up. You technically can kill every zombie every round for infinite rounds with the combat axe or the round cap. You technically could. You technically could. You can't do that with anything else. Eventually you're gonna run out of salad. Eventually you're gonna run out of uses. You get usually only hold 3 for each. The combat can get infinite. So how do you rank that? It's weird. This is also the only lethal on the entire list that can never damage you in any way. Every other thing on here can damage you, except for the point turret, I should say. But all the explosions without PC, they will damage you. The thermal grenade and the Molotov, you run in it to damage you. I don't know about the thermo, but the Molotov will. The combat axe will never damage you. It's very nice, and it's super good against the Zersa to take out those bubbles. So it's weird. I mean, no one's really gonna use the combat axe against boss zombies, but it's super weird. I mean, this one's a hard one to rank. Infinite damage, just like everything else, but this will get kills no matter what, and I really do like that. So overall, big fan of the combat axe. It's very, very good. But the problem is obviously how linear it is. Only kills a couple zombies at a time, but it kills infinite amount of zombies because you get infinite amount of uses. So it's really tough to rank. That's why I threw it in the middle of the pack. We had 17 things on this list. I threw it at number 8. Another hard one to rank, number 7, is the stim shot. Now, the one thing that's weird about this one is this is the most, should I say, the most situational of anything on this entire list. Is that what the stim shot is? Even more situational than the Hunter Bot, even more situational than the combat axe and the shock charge. The reason I think this is so situational, man, is because you only want to use it in the most dire of needs. That's what's crazy. And what it does is you shoot around, boom, stick yourself right in that heart, right in those lungs, maybe that arm. I don't know what the fuck. Probably, I think it's your arms. Bang! Well, right in those damn arms. Because I'm fucking huge. You stim yourself up, real quick, hit you with your stim shot, use a little stimulus package. And after that, you'll heal up right away. Heal up. Now, it's not like an instant 200, but you heal up really quickly to your 250 HP or whatever it fucking, 300 with you have probiotic or 150 you don't have jug, whatever it is. You'll heal up. Now, I really like it because it does instantly heal you. And in certain situations, like especially if you're getting attacked from distance, it can save your life. It can save your life. With Uber Klaus shooting you from distance, I swear to God, I die more to Uber Klaus on Mars than anything in the world. I swear to God on D-Machine. Did I say D-Machine? I swear to God on Ash the Dam, I die to Zersa more than anything. Ash Malorm, I don't really die to Oscar because I don't really see him. But with the stim shot, man, this really is what does it, man. It's a very, very helpful tactical that does a lot of great things, and it's very situational, but it heals you. And I know a lot of the Easter egg speedrunners will say, wow, it makes you go faster too, and helps with speedruns, and maybe you'll have it higher if you're a high round player. But if you're a guy like me, I think I'm gonna throw stim at number 7. But this, the combat axe, and number 6, you'll see, I think are the 3 that you can fluctuate a lot. And I'm really excited to see your guys' opinions because I know that you guys are gonna have differing opinions. So please let me know what you guys think. But stim shot comes on number 7. Number 6 is going to be the C4. You see how we're doing lethal, tactical. Like we're finally going back and forth. A little bit of diversity. Hey-oh! Little bit of diversity finally. But C4 comes in number 6. Now, I think this is the best exploding lethal in the game besides the number 1 that you haven't seen yet. But I am a big fan of it. And I love because I think this does the most damage to any area of all of them. This is the perfect one to have instantly activate, or it can also allow you to instantly have no problems if you want to let it sit, right? I think it does the biggest explosion out of anything on the list, and I think that's true. I also think that it's super awesome that it sticks to zombies, sticks to the ground, and it's really, really nice. I'm a huge fan of it. I think that it sticks to surfaces and the fact that it can stick to surfaces and explode is awesome. If you want to kind of set a trap, you're in trouble, you want to use your C4, it's a great way to use it. I think it's a better use for this camping strategy maybe than a shock charge, but instantly killing zombies is super nice. This can kill a huge ass horde at any time you want. It doesn't do it instantly. It doesn't do it after cooking for 5 seconds. It doesn't do it gradually like a Molotov. It kills instantly. I really like it. Comes in at number 6. Number 5 is the decoy, the weakest of the distraction tacticals. So you throw this and the zombies are gonna distract you for a couple seconds. That's going to save your life, okay? There's obviously other things that do it better. We know that, but that doesn't take away from this. If you don't have those, use a decoy. They're super useful. One of the better tacticals in the entire game. There's a reason you unlock it around level 50, and that's why it's the 5th best thing, man. It's super useful in all situations, whether it's boss fights. You can use this really quickly to revive your teammate. It's great in basically every single scenario. Decoy is very helpful. Comes in number 5. Number 4 is the cluster grenade. Now, this is super cool because it explodes and then expands and explodes again. Super nice. This is a mastery that I've reached in my lethals, man, and it's super cool. I love that it kills such a wide area so often. And it can kind of linger and kill everything. It kills all the zombies and then lingers and then kills more zombies. It's super, super fun, especially with those super sprints of high round. Gets all the fuckers right away, and I feel like it explodes right away. Like, as soon as you throw it down, you wait like half a second, and then it explodes. It's like a Semtex. It's like as long as a Semtex takes. Except for when you use a Semtex, you get one explosion. This one, you get the explosion of the Semtex, and then it drifts into 3 more grenades. So, very good. It's like 4 grenades. It's very similar to like a Natrishka doll. Like, very similar to that. And that was really good in Black Ops 1. So it comes back into Black Ops 7 as a different, different brand, different name, and it's super, super useful. Really big fan of it. There's a reason it's so high. It comes in at number 4. Kind of funny, I had that as the number 1 lethal, and it's number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the monkey. Guys, you know what the monkey bomb is? Throw it down, right? Takes a second. The reason it's up higher, takes a second to trigger. You throw it down, it dances. I'm a monkey. Hold on, let me. It does this. I'm a little monkey. And then it blows up. Shout out Glitchy Queen for that. Free gift. What's that, free gift? Actually, I don't think so. But either way, super fun. We've seen this in every game. Shout out Nolan North for doing the quotes. And it's a fantastic thing. Do I have to talk about how good the monkey bomb is? No. Comes in number 3. It deserves it. This is probably my favorite, actually. Number 2 is the Psych Grenade. And what this does is it creates a cloud of zombies that turn zombies and kills. I love the Psych Grenade. It's my favorite. It does distraction of the zombies. It's an instant damage. Instantly, it turns like 7 zombies to turn zombies as soon as you throw it. And then it kills the entire horde plus some. Those motherfuckers run around for a long time. Probably my most used tactical besides number 1. This and number 1 are probably my 2 most used for a good reason. I mean, they're the top 2. They're the best in the game. This one's so fun, man. Every time I can, I always drop in with this one because you can't drop in with number 1. And it's so much fun. It is such a unique idea. I absolutely love it. And I hope we see versions of Psych Grenades. I really wish that there was like tacticals and lethals that you could throw that have the other AATs involved, not just turn, but like a dead wire. I guess you get dead wires shock charge, but maybe like a blast furnace or not a blast furnace, but you maybe get like a toxic growth one or something that can do that. But this is really good, man. It's a super fun tactical. It's my favorite. It's the most unique one in the game. Comes at number 2. Before you watch this video, before you had any idea, when you saw the title and thumbnail, you said, I know what number 1 is. It's the LT-53 Casimir. It's the Casimir, the new version of the Gerst device. We first saw it in Cold War. First saw the Gerst device in Black Ops 1. It creates a portal that kills every single zombie. Every single one. All of them dead. Bye-bye. Every single zombie dead. And you can jump in it and teleport. So if you're really in dire need, if you're dying to a Zersa, you need to teleport the fuck out of there. Use this too. I mean, it's the best thing in the game, dude. It used to be a glitch at the beginning of the game where you can jump in it and you would teleport to the boss fight arena after you beat the Ashes Dam boss fight. I have gameplay of it. It's super fun. It's super easy. You get to like around 1 million there. But super fun, man. I love the Casimir. And it comes in at the number 1 best equipment in the game. Today, I'm going to be ranking every single ammo mod in Black Ops 7 Zombies from worst to best. You guys have been loving my rankings. I've done field upgrades, I've done perks, I've done characters, and now we gotta do ammo mods. If you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But with that being said, man, let's just get on into it. Can I be honest with you? I think this is going to be my most controversial list out of all of them because ammo mods are so close to each other. They have all such unique abilities. And in my opinion, they all do something in a certain way. And depending on what you value, that's what you are going to have as the best. So for me, coming in at number 8, we have Cryo Freeze. Now, Cryo Freeze has been in the game since Black Ops 4. It was the replacement from Fireworks to Cryo Freeze in Black Ops 4. Then we saw the return of Fireworks into this game. What Cryo Freeze does is it deals this frost damage that'll kind of slow or freeze the zombies, right? Does it with special enemies, with certain augments. It does it with normal zombies. It does a great job at that. But the thing that I kind of value most, and I think you'll see that with my list, I don't need them to kill a massive amount of zombies. I don't need them to kill a huge quantity. What I want them to do is do massive damage towards the special zombies. And I don't think Cryo Freeze does that. I do like the augment Big Game where it can slow down big enemies. And I also like Freezer Burn, which has it to where it deals extra damage to those frozen enemies. But I do think that, unfortunately, this just doesn't pack the punch that it needs to really affect in the long run. I don't think it, affects more zombies than it needs to. I think it only affects 1 at a time or 2 at a time. I just don't think that's good. I think that it slows down the zombies, can fuck up your hordes a little bit. And I just don't think it does enough damage, like I said, to elite zombies. It's not a bad alternate ammo type. In fact, I don't think any of these are bad. It just happens to fall at the bottom of my list. Now, Like I said, there's going to be a lot of debate, a lot of attacks in this video, and I know that people aren't going to like this list, but unfortunately, I'm going to throw Crowd Freeze in at number 8. Coming at number 7, we have Lightmen. Now, I really like this alternate ammo type ammo mod in Black Ops 6. I think it's very good, but I think it takes a slight dip into Black Ops 7 because I see tons of buffs for Deadwire, for Napalm Burst, for Shadow Rift, and other things as well, that I think Lightmen does take a hit. This is the only alternate ammo type that isn't damage based. It'll do extra damage, it'll attack multiple zombies at once, maybe teleport them, whatever it may be. But what this one does is when you get kills, those bullets have a chance to transform into a little health cap that'll come back to you. But what I like most about this ammo mod is that it can give you extra health. It's similar to like the Gauntlet or the Necrofluid Gauntlet, where when you do damage to a zombie and you do that reload animation, even if you're at, let's say, 250 health, you can get 50 extra XP. And that's the same thing that happens with Lightmen. It does that. But I think it is a very good ammo mod. And like I said, there isn't really any bad ones. It just, I don't think it, like I said, I don't think it lives up to the expectation of the other ones. I think when you have things like Healing Aura, when you have supports and other things like that, when you have an Ether Shroud, when you have Gobblegums, that's going to be a way better way to get health than this. This just feels like a worse version of a stim shot. It just doesn't feel as good. I don't think it's as good as any of the other ones. Now, I like that you can, like I said, you can do extra damage. I like that the healing thing has an augment where when it touches an enemy like around you, it'll damage it. I think that's good. Makes it feel a little bit like a Dead Ops Arcade ability, but overall, you know, you need augments to overcharge the health, and I think it is good. We are taking augments into consideration, but I don't know. I just don't think it lives up to the level as the other ones, so I'm gonna put it at number 7. Coming in at number 6, though, we have Deadwire. Deadwire has been in the game forever. It was Deadwire, then it was Kilowatt, now it's back to Deadwire. What Deadwire is it stuns the zombies with electrical damage, and it creates like an electrical field. And what I like about Deadwire is it does damage a lot of zombies at once. And the big game augment allows it to stun elite enemies. It does a little bit of extra damage towards elite zombies, but not that much. I don't think it's a substantial amount of damage. I like high voltage. You can see that the research, it does extra damage. I'm always going to appreciate extra damage. And it has an ability to spread into nearby zombies. It's like a Wonder Waff, like a mini little Wonder Waff. And guys, when I'm saying a ammo mod is a mini little Wonder Waff and it comes in at number 6, that's good. I think this game is the perfect balance for ammo mods. I think this game does ammo mods better than any other game in the Black Ops series. That includes Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3s might be stronger, but I think that these are better. It just fits the guns more. It's not infinite damage. I really like that. So Deadwire is very good. I think it is very fun, and I'm not gonna sit in here and hate on it. Slower cooldown with haste. You have a bolt of lightning strike, where lightning strikes will get stunned above them. That is a major augment. That's very good. There is some good minor augments here as well. I'm reading some of them as I'm going through this video, man, and they're just great. I love that they spread to multiple zombies. I love it kind of sticks them into place. It's a very good ammo mod. It comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, though, we have Shatter Blast. Now, this is one that I was kind of talking about where it does, you know, damage multiple zombies at once. What I really like about it, though, is the size of explosion and the explosive damage you can both get upgraded with the augments. Blast Boost and Blast Zone are 2 augments, minor augments in this, that I think are necessities because you are able to do such a huge explosion. And what I really love about this more than anything is that it specifically attacks armor. It was something we saw in Black Ops 6. We see it now in Black Ops 7. It specifically attacks armor. I love that armor is such a big part of this game, but what I don't like is that a lot of times it will kind of only blow up on the zombies. You have to have a major augment for it to activate on elite enemies. I don't like that because the elite enemies, especially the Zersa, has armor, has tons of armor. We saw that issue back in Black Ops 6 as well. If we get enemies like an Uberklaus that has tons of armor on it, I just wish that it blew up on armor as its base ability. But what I love about it is that this can hit so many zombies at once and it does tons of damage and gets insta kills. I love that. It's still a really good ammo mod, but man, I just really wish it exploded on elite enemies with more armor a little bit more often. But
not a huge deal. You have to have a major augment for that. So for that reason, you can't have the other augments, which it destroys enemy armor and some of yours gets restored. I love that major augment. It's called Blast Repair. You destroy their armor, you get some of it for yourself. That's great, but it doesn't go on elite zombies without the big game augment, so you can't even use it. So unfortunately, because of that, I'm gonna throw it in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 though, we have Shadow Rift. This was my number 1 in the last game. That's crazy that this much can change within one game. You saw consistent changes with the perks. You saw consistent changes with the field upgrades. And now you're gonna start seeing it with the ammo mods. And I'm really considering, honestly, is making a ranking every perk video again, because I look at my ranking every perk video from the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the year of Call of Duty, I should say, the beginning of the release of the game. It's completely fucking different than my opinions now, which is kind of crazy. So I'm really thinking about remaking that. But back onto Shadow Rift here. Shadow Rift has bullets that do quote unquote shadow damage. And the way it works is it'll teleport zombies in a black hole from your point, put them up to a really high point away from you, and crash them down. Wow. When you want to talk about a augment that instantly kills zombies, Shadow Rift is the best one for that. It kills a ton of zombies at once. It drops them at lethal speed and gets them all away from you. It's one of the coolest looking augments as well. But once again, all these fucking augments, for some reason, all these ammo mods have the same big game augment where it can only go on elite enemies. And because of that, big game is 100% necessity. This is really good against elite enemies. But what I find is a big issue about it, and the only reason I don't have it higher, is when you have the big game augment, which I think is really good. But when you have it, let's say you are attacking an enemy, right? Let's say it's a Zersa. You're attacking the Zersa. You're shooting it with your Akita, your Maddox, or whatever. And then the Shadow Rift augment goes off. Sure, it'll take damage off, but now it's gone further away from you. So now you have to run back over to it to shoot it. You're losing valuable time for zombies to spawn in. You're losing valuable time for the enemy, the special enemy, to be able to shoot you at range with a different attack. And I feel like it gives you less opportunity to kind of instant kill it with multiple gunshots. You know, I love to spray a shotgun at these heavy zombies, right? And so when the Shadow Rift ability goes off and it teleports them away, I don't like that. What I really do like though is the Gravity Well major augment, which Shadow Rift becomes a black hole instead that pulls enemies around from you. It's just like a Gersh device. It creates this alter ammo type as a Gersh device. The ammo mod is so good for that. And plus with the lethal radius, super massive, and what I like is targeted, which will make zombies kind of teleport and then fall on each other. I really like that as well. So a lot of really good augments with it. I just wish I could use them all at once because they're all very good, but I have to kind of pick and choose. So that's why it's not number 1. Like if I was able to have the big game with the Gravity Well augment, this would be number 1. Like it would be number 1, but because I have to choose between one or the other, it dropped significantly lower to number 4. But that's still saying that this is an A-tier ammo mod. Like it's still very good. I think it's solid. So for that reason, we're gonna put it at number 4. Coming in at number 3 though, we have Brain Rot. This one, it was turned, it's Brain Rot, then back to Brain Rot. It's always changing. I've always loved this one. Brain Rot, basically what it is it creates the zombies, turns them into a ally that can kill. But what's really good about this is it can kill and turn elite enemies, right? That is so good, man. Being able to turn a Zersa, man, it's everything. It's an instant get it out of your way, man. And I love that. I love the Plague Major augment, which allows for your turn zombies to be able to turn other zombies, kind of creating a domino effect of turn zombies, which is great. And you pair that with something like an Elemental Pop, and you use the Elemental Pop augment where it'll only use your ammo mod that you have currently active. You can have 8 turn zombies at once. You have a lot of great potential with Brain Rot. I love that it can turn the Ravagers, it can turn any sort of zombie, it doesn't really matter. I think that it's fantastic. I love also the augment where Toxin can damage nearby enemies, like your Brain Rotted zombie Toxin around him can damage other zombies in the area. I think that's great. We have a lot of really, really good strategies for Brain Rot. It's very useful in multiple different scenarios. And because of that, because of its big abilities, we're gonna throw it at number 1, and it won't kill the last zombie, which is really important. So Brain Rot, very good. It's gonna come in at number 3. All right, coming in at number 2, the only new ammo mod within Black Ops 7, and it's an old one. Isn't that crazy? It's gonna be Fireworks. Now, Fireworks, Each bullet that shoots will create a firework that'll kill zombies around it, right, with flares. And then after that happens, what it'll be is that firework will be able to shoot kind of a bullet weapon that'll shoot at other zombies. It's like a portable sentry turret with an explosion on its spawn. It's kind of hard to describe. You gotta just use it. I love it, man. It's so good because it kills so many zombies at once, and then after the fact has lasting damage. It's great. I love that the flares are so much. I love that it goes in multiple different directions and kills such a big area. And fireworks is very good against the boss zombies. I'll give it that. I didn't say that about brain rot. Brain rot's very good against boss zombies too. So is fireworks. Fireworks is very good against boss zombies. You can see the fireworks be shooting the special and elite zombies, and with the big bang minor augment, the flares do more damage to elite and specials. That's important because most of these ammo mods, the more damage or the activating on elite enemies are a major augment, and it still is with the big game in this one. But with the big bang minor augment, the bang bust minor augment, you'll be able to do a ton of damage to elite enemies without it having to take that major augment spot. So very, very good. Fireworks is such a fantastic ammo mod. It was great on launch. It's still great now. It's super fun to use as well. It comes in at number 2. Coming in at number 1 though is Napalm Burst, which is so funny because if I remember right, in Black Ops 6, I think I had Napalm Burst in like my bottom 3 ammo mods. Like, it's crazy how much can change in a single game. But what I love about Napalm Burst more than anything is it absolutely shreds elite zombies. I mean, it fucking shreds them and then does lasting damage, bleeding damage. It's so fucking good. This thing will kill a Zersa with 3 shotgun shots on round 35. That's insane. And no matter how many times you shoot them, it'll be doing tons of damage, not just in the moment, but tons of fire damage over time. It goes on normal and special zombies. It's elite, man. It's really good against boss zombies. It is so fucking good, and it's really that instant damage it does to boss zombies. I mean, boom, 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 it's dead. You use an Akita, boom, 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 dead. It's that quick, and the Akita with the Dragon's Breath and with the Napalm Burst is just such an elite combo. It's insane. You have Thermite, which increases the burn's effects damage. That's a really good major augment. I really like Contact Burn, which the initial burn does more damage. That's great for fighting against special zombies. I like the activation radius for the backdraft, so not just, you know, getting that elite zombie, but getting all the zombies around it. It's like Blast Furnace and BO3, man, with the added ability to fucking shred major elite zombies. So the best ammo mod in the game is Napalm Burst, and it's a close fight, man. Shadow Rift could be number 1, Brain Rot could be number 1, Fireworks could be number 1. Like, all top 4 I think is interchangeable. I think that's undeniably the best 4 in my opinion, and then there's a little step down for the next 4. But man, these top 4 are great, and because of this, just the sheer damage that Napalm Burst does, it comes in at number 1. Today, I will be ranking every single power-up in Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, I did this video about a month ago, and honestly, it got blocked for no reason. It was strange. It didn't do well when it was up, and I thought that I wanted to re-upload it because I feel like it's a good video that people will enjoy, but it really just didn't hit boxes and also got blocked within 3 hours. So I decided to re-upload it. I scrapped it initially, and then I was like, you know what, let's go back to it, re-edit it, go to the success, and then upload it for you guys. So this is going to be me ranking every single power-up in Black Ops 7 Zombies from worst to best. If you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. With that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoy this video. More content coming out every single day. Coming in at number 9, I feel like is probably the most obvious spot on the list. We have bonus points. Now, bonus points, all this perk does, guys, is give you 500 points. And sure, in the first 10 rounds, it's nice to be like, hey, we got a bonus point. Now I can open a door. Hey, let's hit a little hit on the box. Hey, let's grab Juggernaut. Past rounds 15, this is useless. Who gives a fuck about 500 points? I wish that this power-up scaled with the rounds. Bonus points would be much more useful. Sure, 500 points until round 5. But then every single round after that, I would love 250 to 500 more points for every 5 rounds. 500 points to round 10, then 1,000 points to round 15, then 1,500 points to round 20, then 2,500 points, all the way up, and let's cap it at 4,000 points. This would make it super useful, especially in Cursed, where points galore in Cursed. I understand that Pack Punch is expensive, but the only thing that really is scaled up is Pack Punch. Like, doors aren't scaled up, perks aren't scaled up, armor isn't scaled up unless you're getting gold armor. So I agree that this power-up doesn't do anything. especially brass round 15. 500 points just isn't significant enough of a number to warrant being like, hey, out of the greater choice we have, let's get a bonus points. Because this is, the nuke almost gives me as many points as bonus points does. A fire sale saves me more points than bonus points gives me. So when you're taking into consideration all the other things, there's a clear last place, and it's unfortunately bonus points. Coming in at number 8, we have full power. Now, full power is useful. Basically, what it does is it makes your field upgrade be charged all the way. Most of the time, I feel like I get a full power, I haven't used a field upgrade. And when you take in consideration the speed cola augment, which charges your field upgrade much faster, this power up seems useless. It was incredible in Black Ops 4 because the field upgrades were so crutch in the actual gameplay. But in this game where the field upgrades are more of support rather than attack, unless you use Dark Flare, I guess Mr. Peaks, these are really, really not going to be as useful. Full power is fine, sure. It has its nice things. And it's not like any of these power-ups are bad. But you stack this against other things that do things more useful. Would you rather get a full power or every other fucking power-up besides of the one that we just named? Bonus points? No. I would much rather get everything else over full power. So yes, it's very helpful. It does certain things nice. I love the fact that it does Ether Shroud nice, but if we're being honest, it's not useful enough to really warrant. The only time this thing comes in clutch is like the boss fight, like the Frenzy Guard strat in the boss fight for Ash or Malora. Sure, it's helpful to have healing aura extra times, but that is more helpful to grab a power keg. You know, grab the Gobblegum. This doesn't spawn in boss fights. You're not getting power-ups during your boss fights unless it's already pre-placed ones. So you'll never find this useful. Sure, like I said, having power keg is nice, but we're ranking the drops, not the Gobblegums. And in most situations, this is just not good enough. Coming in at number 7, we have Fire Sale. Now, Fire Sale is very good, but it's strange. Let me explain why. In Cursed mode, I think Fire Sale is great because in that mode, you don't spawn in with your loadout. It's nice to get a wonder weapon out of the box. Fire Sale is useful, and Fire Sale has always been useful in zombies, but it's always been ranked towards the bottom, especially in the modern games, because, and this is a really big thing, you spawn in with your gun of choice, right? Fire Sale is great to get a ray gun, to get a Mark II, maybe even get the 2 wonder weapons, the Ligma, which I fucking love that we're calling it the Ligma, and Ash's Necrofluid Gauntlet. It is much better to get, sure, those ray guns, and you can get those wonder weapons out of the box. But in a game mode where you start with the weapon that you'll be using the most, whether it's the Akita or etc., this just doesn't cut it. Fire Sale just isn't quite good enough to land that. So sure, I love the fact that it's a fine power-up. It does everything that it needs to do. It's not bad, but it just doesn't reach the level that anything else really does, especially the ones ahead of it. And it just has diminished its value because you spawn in with the gun that you already choose. You're not hitting the box in standard mode to grab the Akita, bitch, you're spawning in with it. That's how it fucking works. Coming in at number 6, I have Nuke. Now, the reason that Nuke isn't any higher is because the main use of Nuke is a get out of jail free card. It is a, oh, my boy's down, let me pop a nuke real quick. Oh my god, so many people are down, let's get space. But the problem with that premise is all Nuke now does is it does that, but it takes away the potential points to earn, and you can get the use of Nuke with your field upgrade. That is huge, because what made Nuke so useful was those situations where you needed a quick breather. You need to get out of a corner. Your friend's down, you need to revive him. And sure, in previous games there was Phoenix Up, in previous games there was stuff like that, but it was never like, hey, oh my god, I have infinite Phoenix Ups. Like, it was Gobblegums. You only had to select few uses, so Nuke would still seem super useful. But in this game, you get infinite Ether Shrouds. You get infinite Healing Auras. You get infinite Mr. Peaks. You get Frenzy Guard. These field upgrades does the job that Nuke does without the downside of you losing your points. Now, Nuke is so useful in that situation, does it so well, that I still not going to be like, yeah, it's the worst of all time. It still gives you 400 points, especially, 800 and double points. It still does great things. But I don't think that Nuke sets you up, I should say, better than anything else does, because you lose that opportunity at potential points in zombies. Those early rounds, It's nice to get a nuke at the end of the round, but that is not enough of a reason to rank it higher than any of the other Gobblegums. Unfortunately, I am sorry. Can I be honest with you? This placement is the sole reason I made this video. It's the sole reason. Because in a games for 10 straight Call of Duty titles, this was undeniably the very, very best power-up. Undeniably. And now we get into Modern Zombies, and number 5 is gonna be max ammo. Did I just say that right? Max ammo is not the best power-up? Not even top 2? Sure, there's a bonfire sale, but we said max ammo is better than bonfire sale. We said that because points were such a scarcity. In these new games, they aren't. I mean, first and foremost, let's talk about ammo boxes. 250 points, 500 points to get ammo. And then when you tier 3 pack punch, it's 5,000 points. And it's like, okay, well, maybe you'll run through your points. Bitch, if you play cursed mode, you'll never run out of points. Ever. There's a strat with the Akita to get 100,000 points in a round. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I'm not. On round 25 with the unpacked Akita, you can get 100,000 points in a fucking round. That is true. That's not just Akita, that's all shotguns. That's other weapons as well. Max ammo has become completely and utterly useless in cursed mode. Now in standard mode, it still has its uses, and it's still very helpful. But here's another kicker for you. You will never run out of weapon in your wonder weapons. You'll never run out of ammo. They're both basically infinite ammo. So you have wonder weapons that are infinite ammo, both of them on both maps, and you have ammo boxes scattered everywhere, and in curse mode, no matter what, you'll get it. Wow. Let's talk about a fall for grace from the GOAT. From the fucking GOAT. So that's a pretty crazy shot. Like, I mean, I was making this video, and the sole reason I made this video is because I picked up a max ammo during a game. I picked up a max ammo, and I said to myself, damn, I wish that was max armor. That is crazy. That's why it's number 5. Here's what I hope I got. Number 4, max armor. A power-up that is so useful because armor is much more of a scarcity in this game than ammo. First off, I know you can buy armor, but with salvage, it's shit's hard. Okay, and when you go into boss fights, this is much more useful to have as in the boss fight than max ammo is, if we're being honest, right? Much more useful having armor than ammo in a boss fight, you know, because it's such a scarcity. I really love the max armor. It's so useful. I wish that it spawned in some of the boss fights because this will drain your points. And yes, I know that you can buy armor plates with salvage, but salvage come at way fewer rates than points does, especially in cursed. Max armor is great, not because it just fills up your armor, but now what they said is it fills up your armor in your inventory. And with some of the Gobblegums and with some of the augments that allow you to have extra armor plates, this really elevates this to be even better than it already was. So I really, really like max armor. It's crazy that I have max fucking armor over max ammo. That just shows you how clutch armor is in this game. It's nuts. So nothing but respect there to max armor, but there's a reason you come in at number 4. Or let's just say there's a reason you can come in at number 3, because number 3 is insta-kill. Insta-kill is useful because your guns without infinite ammo, you can be able to point horde headshots more. And insta-kill's always good. Like, always good, insta-kill's great. You know, because insta-kill does the job of max ammo, because you won't lose many bullets when you shoot. It does the job of max armor, because when you get the insta-kill, the zombies you kill will probably drop armor plates. They're probably using armor zombies in there. It also is very, very good in certain situations. It does the job of nuke, because who's the fuck is downing on insta-kill? You're gonna be able to revive your teammates. It's super, super useful. I love insta-kill. I think it does a fantastic job. It's insta-kill, okay? Insta-kill. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody thinks it's really good. There's never been a time where I'm like, damn, I got an insta-kill. Like, literally fucking never. Maybe because the only time is when I'm point hoarding and just curse. But at that point, I'll just fucking kill the zombies. Fuck it. Right? So, insta-kill's very, very good. I love the perk, or the power-up. I love how great it is. It's always been good, no matter the game. It comes in at number 3. Coming in number 2, we have random perk. This was a new addition into this game. And what does it do? I have a guess. It gives you a random perk. Oh, shit, who would have thought? No, I'm just kidding. But Random perk is coming in at number 2, and the reason I have it at number 2 is, and not number 1, is that at some point you're gonna run out of perks, right? You're gonna have perks, and I love that there's the perma perks in this game. I think that's awesome, especially because you know, after you like do the TED trials, you'll still get a use of doing the TED trials. So there's 24 perks to buy when you're not downing. Like, that is great. That the perk prices don't increase when you get one. I swear to God, every single time I get random perk, I fucking pull a death perception or a melee macchiato. Why the fuck does every single time I pull the Wars 2 or Wiz T? That sucks too. Every time. I don't know. It's goofy as hell, but it doesn't increase the points. Like, it would suck to buy Juggernog, get 2 random perks, and then my second perk that I was gonna buy, let's say it was double tap, is now 4,000 points instead of being 3,000 like it should. Like, those points matter. But random perks are always good. Like, you know, you get it late rounds, you get it stuff. It always comes in at clutch times, I feel like. Like, I'm like, shit, random perk, fuck yeah. Oh my God, I got stamina up, right? So it's very, very good. Guys, who would think random perk is a bad power up? Who is, bro, no one has ever been like, oh, random perk? No one's ever done that. So it's number 2 for a reason. Wow. Number 1 is double points. That is not something I thought I would say. But in a game where points are such a scarcity, in a game where points are you have to spend on everything, this is crutch. I'm sorry. Especially in Curse, this thing is amazing. Bitch, $100,000 a Pack-a-Punch. So much money to get golden armor. And double points is what does it for you. And in the standard mode, $30,000 Pack-a-Punch is standard. At the end of it, you have $8,000 perks. Double points is good. You know, it used to be like, damn, double points is only good till about round 20. Now it's like double points is good. Like, I'll fucking take a double points around 35. Like, that's how long it takes for you to set up in this game. And I'm like, shit, I'll take double points, because if I lose armor, I might have to buy $10,000 worth of armor plates. So double points is the best drop in the game. I would love as well to see this implemented even further. And what I mean is, I would love to see either even included into double points or its own drop. I want to see a double salvage drop. Salvage drops double the time while that power up is up. I love that idea. I think it's amazing. Maybe add it into double points or create a new power up, but that's neither here nor there. That's not what this video is about. I just want to say double points is the best power up, and this is up for debate, man. I want you guys to go in the comments, but I've been sitting about it for a long time thinking about it. I'm like, this is another reason why I made this video. I'm like, dude, it's round 35, and I genuinely just got excited for seeing a double points. And Black Ops 3, I wouldn't have wanted that shit after round 18, right? So I don't know. Double points is fantastic. It's so easy to manipulate and curse, and it comes in as the #1 power up of all damn time, man. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list of the perks in the Black Ops 7 Zombies, all right? I made a video when the game first came out and gave my ranking for which perks I think were the worst to the best. And that was a couple months ago. And in these couple of months, in augments and everything I've seen, my opinions have changed drastically. Some perks are more useful on certain maps. Some abilities I completely overlooked. There's a lot of things to discuss. So I thought today's video would be a great opportunity to go in and talk about this list. Now, before we start, I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much for all the support that you guys have been giving to the channel recently. I'm just kidding. Shut your bitch ass up, Legend. Nobody wants to hear you blabble about the support. No, I do appreciate you guys, but nobody wants to hear your little bitch ass dog. We're here, motherfucker. All right, this is our list we have. We have S, A, B, C, and D for D's nuts. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, can I add a tier? I can't add a tier. All right. Well, we have just these, I guess. So there we go. Oh, well, fuck me then. I guess it's not really enough to add another tier, but we got our perks right here. So I'm excited. Got some good things to talk about. Let's get on into it, man. Fuck it. Let's just get into it. So right now, our first one we're going to go with is Quick Revive. All right. So Quick Revive is so fucking useful in this game. Now, it's interesting that this video, I'm doing a tier list, because what I'm going to do at the end of the video, I think, is I'm going to go back, look at what my ranking was of it, and disagree or disagree, right? So here's what we got. So Quick Revive is a fantastic perk. So it's always one of the first ones I buy, not just because it's in the spawn room and like I can buy it right away, because power switches don't exist on this game,
But what I will say about Quick Revive is you can tell the noticeable difference when you have the perk compared to when you don't have it. And some perks that are on here, right? Deadshot, Speed Cola. I don't know if I notice those differences as much. Now we will be considering augments. So for Quick Revive, you get 3 more self revives with all your perks staying. I mean, come on, that's fucking crazy. It gives you faster time to heal, right? It makes your healing quicker, and it makes when you start healing quicker, all right? So it's not just the fact that your healing starts earlier, it's the fact that your healing starts earlier and you actually heal quicker, right? It's both. Not just that, you also revive your teammates quicker, and it even has an ability to where you revive your teammates as a minor augment. You can like give them a health boost, keep them some of their perks, and amazing things. It also has Dying Wish if you want that as your augment instead of having Equivalent Exchange. I've always preferred Equivalent Exchange in Black Ops 7, but if you want Dying Wish, that is also very good. They're both very good, so you really can't go wrong with either of them. If you do use anything but Dying Wish and Equivalent Exchange, then oh my god, you are a silly one, a silly boy. So for Quick Revive, I'm gonna go with A tier. Or you know what? Fuck it. I'm going S. Quick Revive is that good. S tier perk, fantastic. Juggernog. Well, here's the thing. Juggernog is fine, but I think it's kind of overrated. I think it's not even like I don't know. I'm gonna think it's a D tier. Brother. You guys think I'm silly? You guys think I'm silly gooses as I'm going to change this to C and D? Did I fucking fuck that up? I'm not sure. Can I? Oh shit! I can move him. Oh, I'm him. Oh shit. Anyways, Juggernog is very good. The thing about Juggernog that I really like, obviously it makes your health go up to 250. It has some really good augments. You have the probiotic augment. You have the, is it called kinetic armor? I don't remember, but the different augments have really good abilities. Some of them, one of them allows you to just have 50 more HP. But the one that I like the most is the turtle shell. It's very useful in this game. Something that I really do enjoy, which is that when zombies hit you from anywhere except for directly kind of in your line of sight, it'll only damage your armor. So you'll take no damage. So if you're running through a horde and you kind of are able to waggle your way through and have them hit your back instead of your front, you'll take no hit, unless you don't have armor. But if you don't have armor, you're gonna die anyways. Juggernog is so good. It's so necessary. Mimics can one-shot you without Juggernog. Xerxes can one-shot you without Juggernog. The game wouldn't work without Juggernog. I mean, Juggernog is like a part of the game. You buy the perk. What's the first perk you get? Juggernog. Getting Juggernog is like getting Pack-a-Punch. Like, you get it first, dude. It's like hitting the box. It's your every single day. It's your day one. And if there was a 2 perk limit, if there's a 1 perk limit, you'd probably get Juggernog. It's the greatest perk of all time for a reason. And it's an S tier. Melee Macchiato. This is one that in my original video actually like sparked a lot of opinions, which I was not prepared for. I did not think as many people loved Melee Macchiato as you guys do. So let me kind of not just shit on it and kind of gloss on it and really talk about the positives. So with the Melee Macchiato ability and with the knife and upgrading it, you can be one knifing to like round 30, and that is awesome. That is really good. But the issue I have with Melee Macchiato is really mainly 2 things. Number 1, I just think that the knifing animation in this game in general is very slow, especially if you're using Melee Macchiato while holding a gun out. Because when you use the knife, you're slashing with the knife, and Melee Macchiato works on the knife, so it gives you extra damage. And I find myself like being able to kill zombies with that quick. But if you wanted to use Melee Macchiato with a quick melee and also hold out your gun at the same time, like your wonder weapon, I find myself not being able to do that because it just takes so long to punch. Like, it's like a 1-inch punch in Origins, maybe longer. I'm not 100% sure. I also don't think it hits enough zombies at once. I feel like it would be more useful if maybe it hit a whole horde. Or what I thought would be a great idea for an augment is that when you hit one zombie, that you kind of get like a shockwave around you, and all the zombies around you just like get stunned for a second. I understand that maybe that'll give you some like OP, insanely stupid high round strategies. I'm here for it. I mean, look at Alpha Omega, look at the knifing strategy of Alpha Omega. So I'm here for it. You feel what I'm saying? I think that this perk is really good. I think that it is super useful. It's got a lot of interesting abilities with it. But I say it's really good in the idea that you want to do that strategy. But if you were not going to do that strategy,
it's completely and utterly useless. Like, besides the Easter, I mean, besides for an Easter egg step, I guess, but and not even in Black Ops 7, there's no Easter egg step, but I think of the old school PhD flopper. Like, PhD flopper in Black Ops 1, if you didn't have a Mustang and Sally, if you weren't finding yourself using a ray gun or something that can do damage to you, then you consistently find yourself going, well, why buy PhD? Why don't I just buy stamina, right? That's not a problem anymore because PhD is so impactful in the movement as well. But with Melee Macchiato, if you're not going to use the melee strat or you're not going to melee, then I find myself having absolutely no use for it. The only reason I didn't have it as like an F tier in Black Ops 6 is because for that very same reason. The fact that one of those maps completely relied on Melee Macchiato. And I like that. I love when they introduced perks and they had the perk and wonder weapon work hand by hand. I thought they did a great job of that with Electric Cherry and Mob the Dead. I saw that in Citadel and Melee Macchiato. I've seen those changes. I've seen these problems. I've seen those dynamic duos. I really do enjoy them. But, and even PhD flopper and a ray gun or a scavenger. But when you aren't doing that specific strategy with Melee Macchiato, which is a very niche strategy that not a lot of people play that way, then you find yourself going, what is the point of buying the perk? You get what I'm saying? So I don't think that it is a good perk. I said it was really good earlier with its abilities, but in practicality, in the overall scope of it, this will not be helpful in every situation. In fact, it's helpful 2% of the time. When maybe with the, when you get a free one in the trials, awesome, and maybe, I don't know, maybe get a free perk early round, you get extra points for your kills. But overall, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's not great, and because of that, I'm gonna throw it in D tier. I understand that there's a lot of people that really like it. I've seen your comments. I have thought about it. I know that there's augments that make you melee faster. There's augments that make you hit more than one zombie. There's augments that make you regen health when you get hit, when you get kills. I get it, but the strategy itself doesn't fit any of the zombie maps in this game to the point where you find yourself not ever doing it. If I get a Crystal Axe wonder weapon and I use Melee Macchiato with it, it probably get bumped up to C. If I get the something similar to the swords in Citadel and put on this map, you'll see me give more praise to this perk than I am now. But there's just no reason to use the perk. There really isn't. Unless you're doing a TED task and you get it for free. So because of that, we'll throw it in D tier. Speed Cola. Speed Cola is interesting because it was considered the second greatest perk of all time in World at War. Was always considered one that you have to buy in the earlier games. And then when it hit Black Ops 3, you kind of saw it fall out of clip. You see people get Widow's Wine double tap instead of Speed Cola, especially double tap 2, what came out in Black Ops 2. And then it kind of had a resurgence in Cold War because of its other abilities. So Speed Cola, you already know, sleight of hand makes you reload faster. The other main ability that really makes it super useful is with the field upgrades, the fact that it charges your field upgrades to fit quicker. Super helpful, right? Especially in boss fights where I find myself needing Aether Shroud very commonly. When you're in a very annoying situation, I find that a lot actually in Citadel, or the Paradox Junction with these fire tornadoes and doing a ton of damage, and I find myself running around from the Rat Hounds. And Speed Cola can be helpful with that because it allows you to get that field upgrade. But I don't find myself having the reload be quick, like super quick. I know that I notice the difference for sure, but I don't notice it's the point where I'm like, oh my god, what a super lightning quick reload. Maybe it's the fact that the Blundergat animation is so long that I'm not noticing it on the Blundergat. I definitely notice it on the ray gun. I definitely notice it on other weapons. Definitely notice it on just ARs, regular weapons. But with the Blundergat specifically, I just don't notice it. And I think that's more about the Blundergat being ass than Speed Cola being ass. I think it's a really good perk. I don't think it is any more in that upper echelon. This is going to be, I think, my hot take for the video. I don't find it in the upper echelon of perks anymore. I think it's kind of smack dab in the middle. So because of that, I'm going to throw it right in the middle here into B tier. Although I really like some of the augments about reloading faster with your field upgrades and stuff like that. I do like that a lot. So our next perk here is Voltrade. I'm not throwing it in B tier, but Voltrade is an interesting one. I think the base perk itself is actually not that good. You get more salvage, you get more armor, you get points, you get ammo, and that is helpful, but that's just kind of like helping you, like, you know, like Death by a Thousand Cuts, but kind of the opposite. It's like helping you with a bunch of little pennies. It's like you're trying to get $1 and you get pennies. Like, it's not really going to change the momentum of your game when you're like, oh my god, thank god for Voltrade, I got another Semtex, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really see that. But where this perk shines is the augment. Like, that's where this perk shines. Armormatic is, in my opinion, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest augment in the game, but I'm gonna say it's my favorite. My favorite augment in the game is Armormatic. It's convenient, it completely switches up the game flow, and without it, I think that this game would suffer greatly from an actual fun aspect, not even just a helpful aspect, just fun. I find myself always getting Voltrade early because I just find it fun not having to worry about fucking holding down, what button is it on keyboard? E or fucking Q or whatever. No, it's not Q, whatever fucking button. I think it's maybe F, I'm not sure. Whatever button it is to do armor, I find myself not having to do that. I really like that. And in PlayStation, you hold triangle and you hold Y on Xbox. That's like, God, it sucks fucking constantly seeing yourself do this. It just sucks. So that's the case there. But there's other things as well that this does really good. If you want the other major augments with like the smoke that'll let you charge your field upgrade or the smoke that'll distract the zombies, I don't think they work very well. I don't think they are nearly as good as the Armormatic one. And to charge your field upgrade, just use Speed Cola. Some very good minor augments in here as well for Voltrade. And it's really one of those perks that I've always considered as one of the greats. I think that it is not completely necessary, but it's just fun and it really changes up your game and it allows you to not stress about one more thing. Gets you more armor plate drops as well. So in those high rounds when they're shredding through your armor, it's very important to have to get more armor plates. And I think that it gets you more salvage as well, which will allow you to buy cell revives and kill streaks and other things as well. So overall, Voltrade is a very good perk. I find myself always buying it early for the salvage and for not having to worry about armor. So we're gonna throw it smack dab into A tier. Next up is Death Perception. Now, I think my last ranking of this, I had Death Perception as not the worst. I think I had it as the second worst. And I'm going to keep it as the worst now. I think Death Perception is the worst perk in Black Ops 7. You know what's actually funny, though? For the first time ever, like a couple of weeks ago, I actually used Death Perception for its purpose. I saw a zombie through a wall. I realized I'm going to die if I run that way. So I turned right very quickly. I was in the diner in Exit 115 survival map. I was running on the left side of that diner where like that trap is on the left side of the kitchen and where that trap is, kind of like by the soda machine. I realized there's a zombie through the wall on the other side that I wouldn't have saw without Death Perception. I made a hard right towards where they spawned in elemental pop on ashes, but in that game mode, I think it's pack punch machine, and then I move out of there. I find myself using it for the first time ever. This perk has been in the game since Black Ops 4, 2018. It's been in Cold War. It's been in Black Ops 6. It's now in Black Ops 7. No matter the game it's in, it's never been good. Never been seen as a good perk. I don't even think the augments are that good. Nothing really super redeeming. I've made videos about how this is the worst perk and we need to fix it and the ways I can fix it. But overall, I think it's weak. We're going to give it D tier. And I think this is probably like one of the easiest placements, and if I see people disagree, then god damn, you guys love to disagree with everything. Next up is PhD Flopper. Now PhD Flopper is more than just not taking explosive damage, guys. More than that. So the sliding of PhD Flopper is one of the best parts of it. The enthusiast perk or environmentalist ammo mod, fucking oh my god, the environmentalist augment, damn, that is a very good augment. I love the tribalist one as well, where you can slide for longer, and then when you slide for longer, you'll do damage when you hit a zombie. I love combining those two. I always do that. Slide for longer distance and do damage. Now, I know that the distance of the slide is nerfed from Black Ops 6. I find myself knowing that. I don't think that that means that it can be up here, because I find myself not buying PhD as early as those. But I do find myself really using it a ton for movement. I think that the PhD movement is just as helpful as the stamina up movement, and that's the whole point of this perk. Well, this one also gives you no damage for arguably the best gun in the game, the ray gun, which arguably is the best gun in the game. I know that maybe that and the Necro and maybe the Blundergat or the Ligma, I don't know. I haven't played the Ligma since it's gotten buffed in Astra. I've been so much on Paradox, but I find myself not using PhD as much unless I'm rocking that ray gun. Now, but that's not me saying that I'm not buying it as one of my first perks. That's just me saying that after I buy Jug and Quick, I'm not buying PhD as much in Black Ops 7 as I did probably in Black Ops 6, especially on Terminus. So overall, I really think it's a really good perk. I do think it's better than Speed Cola, so we're gonna give it an A tier. I think it is better than Speed Cola, a little bit worse than Voltrade, but man, it's so good. And obviously the explosion actually kills zombies in some high rounds, like round 20. I find myself dolphin diving off the top stairs in Mars and killing zombies. So super fun, very good. Throw an A tier. Next up is double tap. So double tap is the next perk here. Can we just talk about the fact that Citadel Day More literally is seen as one of the great zombie maps of modern zombies strictly because of this perk returning? This perk fucking saved Black Ops 6 zombies. Gunplay is fun in this game simply because of double tap. It is very, very good. So with all that being said and the augments that double tap is, I think that is very fair to throw a double tap into the S tier. I think it's the third best perk in the game. I would put it behind Juggernog and Quick Revive, but it's helpful with water weapons, with regular weapons. It's helpful in boss fights, it's helpful in early rounds. I always grab double tap. It's a great machine as well. I hate the logo, but it's a great machine. Double tap, gonna go into S tier. So our next one here, Elemental Pop. Now the thing about Elemental Pop that I find very interesting is it is like, it's kind of the most forgotten perk in the game. Like everyone, you know, we don't like data perception. We make fun of that perception. We have new perks in the game. We have our OGs, but then Elemental Pop kind of lost the sauce, but it has some really good abilities. So what Elemental Pop does is, one, it gives you an augment that gives you Electric Cherry, which is like 2 perks in 1, which is super useful. But really what I like about Elemental Pop is it has the ability to give you your shots to like do ammo mods and extra elemental weakness damage. And there's an augment on here on Elemental Pop where depending on the type of zombie you're shooting, whether it's like special zombie, it'll do the weakness damage of that special zombie. That is insane. That is very good. And with elemental Electric Cherry, you know, and sometimes major augments can kind of combine and you can't use major augment abilities together. I get that. I see that with, like, you know, you can't use Dying Wish and Equivalent Exchange on Quick Revive. But either way, that Elemental Pop is really good. But it's still, you can use the abilities for Elemental Pop to very strongly. There's a minor augment to where all the elemental uses that you use will be like, if you have a certain ammo mod on, it'll just continue using that one. So if you prefer on the map, like I want Shatter Blast because I know it's good against Caltheris, then it'll only do the Shatter Blast because you have that augment on. Instead of just kind of cycling through different augments and using Turn on Caltheris, which doesn't work. So I really like it. I think it's very good. I'm gonna throw it in B tier. We're throw it behind Speed Cola. It is very good though. It is very good. Wiz T is one of the hardest perks to rank because it has some really good abilities and some very poor ones. The first really poor one, well, okay, so I don't like any of the augments. I don't like the Maiden. I don't like the Wraith. I don't like the Demon. I think that the Demon's the best because it does actual damage. But the Maiden and the other one suck. The Witch and the Maiden, I think it is, or Maiden or whatever. It sucks. But the Fox, the Salvation is good. And that one can actually revive you when you're down. The thing about this perk is you don't have it active very often. Even if you have the 2 augments of reducing the cooldown and increasing the duration, even when you combine those and have Wiz T, I feel like every time I down, I never have the Mask of Salvation on. Just feel like it is too short. I have the extra slot for this. I use those 2, yet I still find myself actually never getting rezzed by the Mask of Salvation. Or if I am getting rezzed by it, I'm getting my Quick Revive kill first. You feel me? It doesn't give you all your perks back. It gives you 5 back if you have certain augments with it, which is nice and helpful. But I find myself having that issue. I think it's a very good perk still. You know, in my original video, I said it sucked. It's bad. I don't think that anymore. I just think it's too unpredictable. It's hard to really love a perk when it only is super useful a part of the time. It's better than like Blood Wolf Bite, and I don't think it's D tier, but I don't think it is as good as some of the other ones. So we're gonna throw it into C tier. Deadshot does amazing damage, especially at cracking armor plates. Fantastic armor damage. It does great damage headshots. Obviously, it'll make it go right to the head. And does great headshot damage. Crash Out multiplayer. It does some nice piercing damage through armor. I find myself loving Deadshot in boss fights, or if I'm fighting like the Uber Klaus or other things as well. If I'm using shotguns and other things to kill. I love Deadshot. I'm always going to appreciate Deadshot ever since it got reworked and changed and much better in Cold War. anything that's going to give me extra damage, I'm going to appreciate. So you can see double tap, elemental pop, dead shot. I'm not going to rank them low. I'm going to rank them mid to up because I know the capabilities. I think dead shot's good, but I think elemental pop is a little bit better. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I think dead shot is better than elemental pop, worse than speed cola. I think it's good though. I do think it's good, and we're going to throw it into B tier. This is probably another super controversial one. Mule Kick is interesting because I find myself once again questioning the major augments, right? The major augments of Mule Kick, this is something that I've had discussions about, that people have shit on me about. I've gotten tons of comments about it before. People did not like my opinion on Mule Kick. But my brutal honest opinion about Mule Kick is the fact that the augments are so good because they're all major augments. You can't have them all at once. So I find myself not being super useful. I know that the idea is have the water weapon, have a ray gun, have a bullet gun. That is the idea for Mule Kick. That's why Mule Kick is successful. You have to have the augment where that if you down and buy Mule Kick back, you get your gun back. Like that's a necessity. Because then you just lose your weapon, especially if it's like a ray gun. But I know you can change it and all that, but I'm still wanting to consider it. But the thing is that you don't get the nice other augments. The augment where if you buy a pack punch, your other gun will pack punch for free. I love that. There's other good augments in there as well. So I think Mule Kick's good, but I don't think it's great. So we're going to throw it into C tier. Our final perk of the day is Stamina Up. Stamina Up is always going to be good. Extra movement. Movement is important. Strafe jumping. Everything is important about Stamina Up. A lot of movement in these maps, especially Ashes of Dam. Stamina Up is super useful in Ashes of Dam, and he's super useful in the boss fights. Stamina Up and PhD are both super useful in the boss fights. So we're going to throw them both right next to A. I think it's a little worse than PhD because PhD has that extra ability of negating explosive damage, and I think that the slide is just so useful in certain situations, doing damage with your movement. But Stamina Up is still very good. It's not a perk I need to harp on like really too long. I don't got to sit here and be like, "Hi guys, you know what Stamina Up is?" If you guys know what Stamina Up is, you know it's good, and that's my perk. So these are my perks that I have ranked here as my favorite to least favorite, what I think is the best to the worst of Black Ops 7 Zombies. And now what I'm going to do as I'm going to scroll back is I'm going to go to one of my first videos I made on the game, which was about the perks and ranking every perk. I have it here, ranking every perk in Black Ops 7 Zombies. And what I'm going to do is see where I place certain perks. So here is my ranking from that video. So I have Jug, QR, Double Tap, Voltrade. The top four are the same, in the same order. But then I have Stamina Up over PhD, which I don't have anymore. Now I have PhD over Stamina. I have Speed. I have Whiz T at 8, which then I had Deadshot. Elemental Pop is at 9. Whiz T is at 10. Mule Kick's at 11. Melee is at 12, and Death Perception. So we see actually all of the changes underneath the top four. Top four are the same. You just see a ton of changes here. Speed Cola stays the same. A lot of movement in the bottom. But I'm actually very surprised how similar the top of my list is. I thought it would be much more different. I remember reading some of the comments. Ignoring Melee Macchiato got buffs with the augment. It gives you more points per kill. So, curse mode exists, dude. Never let bro cook again. Someone turn off his stovetop, like easy bake oven, and Wish T should be higher. Yeah, either way, it don't matter. Nice. Either way, that's all I have for you, man. I love the comments. Nice video, interesting in me, Jug. I still rank Quick Revive higher. I can understand. Like, I understand Quick Revive being number 1. I understand Voltrade being an S. I understand moving PhD up. I even understand if you want to move Speed Cola down. Maybe move Whiz T up if you have more luck with the augment, with the actual activation of it. I just don't, but that's all I have. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today I'll be ranking every single Gobblegum in Black Ops 7 Zombies. All the ones that came out on launch, all the ones that are post-launch, and I'll be putting them into an ultimate bracket, having them all verse each other until we go down into one final Gobblegum to decide who is the GOAT. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I actually made this bracket myself, and I want to do more videos like this where I make my own brackets and then present them to you guys and give you guys my opinion in an ultimate tournament style, because I like this kind of style instead of just going, oh, this is number 1, this is number 2, here's my tier list. I prefer this. So like I said, if you guys enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe. With that being said, let's get into it. So I have about 45 Gobblegums in this list. I don't know the exact number, but I will say that Whimsicals aren't on here because
they don't really do anything. They don't have an ability. So I'll be ranking on which is the best, not which one's my favorite, which one I think is the goofiest and the quirkiest. And oh my goodness, I love having festive things on my Gobblegums. No, it's not that. It's which one I think is the best, and that is this video. So we'll start off from who's keeping score to idolize. 2 Gobblegums, by the way, that I think are both super powerful. Super powerful. I think these are 2 Gobblegums that really are very good. With who's keeping score, it is like insanely strong in cursed. This is great for Easter egg runs. It's great for early rounds, especially. And points come at such a scarcity in this game that I find myself really liking who's keeping score. Idolize, though, I mean, it's idolize. Idolize is very good. It allows all players to be ignored for 30 full seconds. It's great in boss fight situations. It's great in reviving situations. It's great in fantastic situations. Sure, your points are nice and you need your points, but what's more important, the points or you living? The only argument I can see with idolize is why have idolize when you have Ether Shroud? There is no field upgrade equivalent to who's keeping score. What's the closest point to equivalent to who's keeping score? What, the mule kick augment where you can like get a free pack punch or get your perks a little bit cheaper? No, so that is really like a big one. I don't know. This is a tough one to start on round 1. These are 2 things that I think could have actually gone pretty far in this tournament. The fact that they're in round 1, it's like in March Madness, a 2 seed playing a 2 seed in round 1. I don't think it's fair for either one, but if I'm going to slightly lean away, it's tough. Because of the strength, I'm going to slightly lean idolize here. Next up, we have Turncoat versus Tactical Diffusion. Now, Turncoat turns all the zombies around you. It's very nice. I think this is one of the brand new Gobblegums that came out within last season, and it's very good, right? And basically, it turns all the zombies around you. Very nice. It's very nice. But Tactical Diffusion is an interesting one. This one, what it does is when you pick up a nuke drop, instead of it creating a nuke, it actually gives you just 2,000 points. And it gives everyone 2,000 points. So just extra damage, or extra points, I should say, without actually having the downside of a nuke. So if you find yourself like not wanting a nuke, you can just use this. But let me be honest, this is very situational. You gotta get a nuke to use this. This one is a little bit of a get out of jail free card. And Turncoat's good, but I don't think that it's going to be anything super special. I find myself much rather having to use other abilities. This one kind of gives you points, and I think these are 2 ones where they're fine, but they're rare for a reason. I never see myself actually really using them for super long. I think both of them would lose to both the Gobblegums in the last round. And so because of that, I think they're both whatever. But because Turncoat's brand new and I have more fun using it, we'll go with Turncoat, I guess. Next up, we have Flavor Hex versus Water Wall Clearance. Now, what Flavor Hex is so nice about in this game is it's not like past games where it's any random Gobblegum. No, this is a random Ultra Gobblegum. Yeah, you know, your Perkaholics, you know, your Wonder Bars, you know, those, your hidden powers. That is what it does. It's one of those Gobblegums that is at random. Ultra Gobblegum is going to be better than Water Wall Clearance because honestly, Water Wall Clearance sucks. No matter the game mode, no matter the game, Water Wall Clearance is dick. It's never been good. I don't care about the rarities from the gun. It sucks. It's a worse version of like a box. Why not just bring your weapon in and just get extra salvage? Water Wall Clearance has never been good. Flavored Hex gives you any random ultra rare. Flavored Hex is better for sure. Next up, we have Dead Drop versus Phoenix Up. Dead Drop is good. It drops rate of, it increases your rate of salvage and like drops and shit. Like equipment, like grenades and even like Gersh devices or Casimirs, you want to call them. And Phoenix Up, you know what Phoenix Up is. Revives all your teammates and helps them keep their perks. That is the big part of it. I find myself loving Phoenix Up. You know, Healing Aura doesn't give you all your perks sometimes if you don't have augments and shit like that. Certain reviving, reviving doesn't keep all your perks unless you have like revive or a Wistive, Mask of Salvation. But Phoenix Up is very good. Great in boss fights. Great if you're doing Easter eggs. I love Phoenix Up. Gonna get Phoenix Up for sure here. Immolation versus Wall Power. This one's interesting because Wall Power is very good. But in a game mode, in a game where you spawn in with your loadout when it's not on curse, I find Wall Power to be a little bit useless. Wall Power is really useful in like the Black Ops 3 starting challenges days where like you'd make YouTube videos and you'd rock an Arcade 5 and you'd be like, oh, I got Wall Power Arcade 5. This is going to be a starting room to round 25. Like that is kind of what, people played. When it comes to Immolation Liquidation, variety, right? And Black Ops 3 was so good because you got 3 fire sales. This game, you only get 1. But it is good. It still can give you a better chance at a Wonder Weapon, get you Ray Gun, get you the Wonder Weapon on the map, whether you're playing, for the Blundergat or whatever map it is you are playing. Get a Mark II, you can get further weapons. And then soon, I think what it's going to be really good about Immolation is when these legacy weapons come in with their ultra rarity, you know, the step rarity up from legendary that we are seeing right now. I think that is where we're going to see Immolation Liquidation really shine, you know, allowing you to get those legacy weapons. I would not be surprised if there's a Gobblegum that comes out that is like exclusive legacy weapons. Like you can get legacy weapons out of the box. I think that would be super cool. So Immolation is very good, very strong. Wall power is good too. It's not bad. Like gives you obviously a free pack-a-punch, but there's a limitation on the pack-a-punch weapons you can get because it's any guns that's on the wall of the map. And I guess there's a limitation of Immolation as well because it's very random. Like, you know, you're just playing the guessing game. But I feel like the highs of Immolation is much higher than the highs of wall power, especially if you're able to combine the Immolation with a crate power. That's a much stronger combo than wall-to-wall clearance with wall power. I'm sorry. I'm going to go liquid Immolation here, but wall power is very good. Next up, we have On the House versus Requipment. Requipment, all it does is it refills your slot over time, just makes it like constantly give you more equipment for 5 minutes. It's good. It just gives you more, and it's pretty good at refilling quick. On the House just gives you random perk. Honestly, out of the two, there's one that's definitely more useful. For equipment, I like never use. Like it's nice in boss fights, I guess, but there's definitely way more important things than having your Casimirs in boss fights. You know, some boss fights just say like having your armor is really where I think that shines. I find armor perks, armor Gobblegums, and perk Gobblegums much more useful than equipment-based Gobblegums. So I'm going to give it On the House here. Temporal Gift versus Modified Chaos. Temporal Gift, what that does is it makes your next power-up, whatever one you grab, last longer. This is super helpful with double points in early rounds. Super helpful with insta kill in later rounds. That's where I find it super useful here. If you pick up a max ammo, it does nothing, right? If you pick up full power, it does nothing. It really has to do with double points in early rounds. You want to pair. This is really like a pairing Gobblegum. You pair the Gobblegum with a Who's Keeping Score. You pair the Gobblegum with double points and a profit sharing. Like that's where this really Gobblegum shines. While Modified Chaos just greatly reduces ammo mod cooldowns. I think it's an awesome fucking Gobblegum. Super fun to use. It's like a power vacuum of ammo mods. You just get all your different ammo mods. Oh my god, super fun, especially with elemental pop. But big but here, it only lasts for 6 seconds. Maybe if this lasted for 5 minutes and I could fucking just spam this on boss fights, I'd have a lot more fun with it. But it only lasts for 60 seconds. I know it's a chaotic 6 seconds. It's like you're invincible for the 6 seconds. But I think that we could do a little bit longer. So because of that, and because of the nice abilities that I get with Temporal, comparing it with other things, we'll go Temporal here. Next up, we have Near Death Experience versus Nowhere But There. Nowhere But There makes sense. You teleport to a teammate that's down, revive them. But there's better ways to get your teammates rezzed with their perks. You don't get, you know, they don't keep their perks when you revive them unless, I guess, if they only have a couple perks. You have Quick Revive or Augments or whatever it may be. It's good, but there's definitely better ways to revive your teammates. Near Death Experience and Near Death Experience, we're going to give it to that. Wonder Bar versus Respawn Cycle, maybe the most useless Gobblegum in the game. I like that they changed it to where when you respin it, it's like a gun of equal or higher rarity. Like in Black Ops 3, it was literally just 2 respins. So like you could get a Gorgon, respin it, get a Pharaoh, respin it, and then you're like, shit, I get XM53. Like that's what you can get in Black Ops 3. At least in this game, if you're gonna get a shit gun and you get like a blue AR, then you're at least getting another blue gun or you're getting even a higher gun. It's fine, but Wonder Bar is definitely better. It gives you the mystery box. I just swear to God, every time I hit the box, I get a ray gun. Every time I hit the box, I get a Mark II. I never get the actual wonder weapon in the map. I remember wasting Wonder Bars because I thought I can get the Necrofluid Gauntlet before the launch of the Easter egg of Ash the Dam on the farm map. Never could. Wonder Bar is better though for sure, not even close. And then Raindrops versus Stock Option. Is this even a question? Stock Option, thank you for playing. Raindrops is better. So move on to the next round of 32. So we only got 32 Gobblegums left. This is an interesting one because we have Flavored Hex versus Raindrops. And this is really the only time that I see Flavored Hex losing is because Flavored Hex is a random Ultra Gobblegum, and now we are pairing with Ultra Gobblegum. So it's like, how high in the totem pole do you rank Raindrops? So, you know, it's very good. I mean, no matter the game Raindrops is in, it's fantastic. It's very strange because Flavored Hex can be Raindrops. It literally can be, but it also could be Perkaholic, but it also could be Hidden Power. So this is very situational. This could be amazing, or it could just do more of the same. I don't know. It's very tough to judge it. It's like judging the mystery box compared to the ICR. How am I supposed to judge it? You know what I'm saying? I don't think I could really say that this is going to be anything worse than another ultra rare Gobblegum or like a very good legendary Gobblegum. Maybe if I got like a Phoenix Up or something like that, or an Armor Getting Gobblegum. But I think Raindrops is so good, and plus you just know what you're getting, and it's very, very strong Gobblegum that it is good no matter the time. Popping Raindrops is always nice. So favorite Hex, very strong, but we're gonna give it to Raindrops here. Next up, we have Soda Fountain versus Temporal Gift. If this is the Soda Fountain of Black Ops 3, then we have a real discussion, because the Soda Fountain of Black Ops 3 is supremely strong. It is a very good Gobblegum that does a lot of fantastic things, but it only gives you one extra perk. It is like a bona fide on the house, but you have to actually spend money to get the free perk. It's just strange, and it doesn't give you an extra perk slot because you get infinite perk slots, unlike in Black Ops 3. While Temporal Gift, at least you can stack it. And I've already talked about its ability to stack with other Gobblegums and other power-ups. So for that reason, Temporal Gift is going to move on. Next up, we have Arsenal Accelerator versus Armageddon. Now, two Gobblegums that are very, very good for very opposite reasons. So Arsenal Accelerator is very good, especially in ideas that you're struggling in boss fights. Like, I'm an Easter egg player, so a lot of these times I'm going to be ranking these Gobblegums based off of how I find in the Easter egg, how I find in that, like, you know, that middle to lower high round, you know, that kind of, you know, early round to like 50s, because I don't really go to round 100. I don't go to round 1,000. Not that I can't, not that I don't got the skill, motherfucker. Who do you think you're talking to? But it is just because I don't play that. I don't find myself having super fun going around 800. I love Daiko. I love Insomnia. I love MC, Zombie Slayer. I love all y'all. You guys are great. High round community. You guys are fantastic. It's just not me. Okay? So what I'm going to be an Easter egg guy. I'm going to talk about it in that context. And Arsenal Accelerator is good. You know, make sure your field upgrade charge faster. I think it would be much stronger if it charged everyone's field upgrade faster, not just your own. But that's just kind of what full power does. So Power Keg does that. So why have it be Arsenal Accelerator? Like, I feel like there's just better alternatives, like field upgrade. I guess you could say, well, you can use the ability of Arsenal Accelerator more than once. Like Power Keg, you just get it automatically. But if you use it, then you know, if you're able to charge it faster, you can get a couple uses, you know, because you charge it faster. But you know, with the field upgrades not being the specialist of Black Ops 4, I don't find it to be as useful as something like Armageddon, which is one of the best Gobblegums in the game. It's super, super good. You get a 3-plate armor vest and full plates as your reserve. Really, really good, especially if you're doing low round boss fight strategies. Told you I was doing boss fights, and it's really, really good for everybody, right? You know, you get your armor. If you were trying to go into the boss fight and you're trying to pay for Casimirs and Scorestreaks instead of your armor, this is a great way to do it. And I think it's a really good Gobblegum. Arsenal's good, but I think this is definitely better. Next up, we have Hidden Power versus Immolation. Immolation's good. You know, I'm not going to hate on Immolation. I just let it win its first round. But we're going up against Hidden Power, which is a legendary Gobblegum. This one, what it does is it lets your weapon go to legendary rarity. Very good. I mean, very good. I use it all the time in my Easter egg hunts. I use it all the time in games where I want to just like get high rounds and not have to worry about the setup, especially in Curse. You know, when you're using that, it's very good. You know, in Curse, it's very good. In regular, it's very good. It doesn't really matter the mode. You know, I would love to see Gobblegums in the new zombie battle mode. I feel like for things like this, like, I don't know, I feel like you have such a luck thing with the box that it would be nice to pop a Hidden Power and fuck it. Let's just have legendary weapons, because no one's lasting long enough to really upgrade your weapon in the armory. But Immolation's good, but Hidden Power is better, and it's going to go far unless it has a difficult matchup. Next up, we have Explosive Floors versus Killjoy. Killjoy gives you an instant kill. Always going to be good no matter the game, because Insta-Kill is, in my opinion, now maybe the best perk drop in zombies. You know, no longer max ammo because of ammo drops. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's a free perk. Maybe it's full armor. I mean, there's some really good perk drops. But Explosive Flourish is good. Reloading creates an explosion around you. In fact, it's kind of like another version of like an electric cherry. The more you empty your clip, the bigger the explosion is. And it's very good. You get a big explosion. You kill zombies around you, but it's not like electric cherry where it stuns them. It will kill them. But, you know, when you get to the higher rounds, it's not as strong. It doesn't really go from a very far distance. And it's honestly just like, why have this as one of your 5 slots when you have electric cherry, when you have other ways to get out of things? I don't think it's enough of a barrier. And plus, it only lasts 2 minutes. It's just not long enough. Maybe if it was like, if zombies are around you, I guess, and you reload, it automatically activates. I don't know, but I don't think 2 minutes is long enough last, and it's just not worth it. Killjoy is going to move on here because insta-kill is good no matter the round. Elemental Exposure versus Crate Power. Elemental Exposure is one that I think a lot of people actually don't know of. What it does is when you damage certain enemies, boss zombies, special zombies, elites, even like a zombie boss, like a boss fight, whatever elemental weakness that enemy has, this will inflict that weakness damage. Xursa has a different weakness. I believe it's Blast Furnace. Xursa has a different weakness to Disciples. Disciples have different weakness to Vermin. Ravagers. Ravagers have different weakness to Uberklaus. And because of the different game you play, you can't have all the ammo mods at once, especially when you have multiple boss zombies coming after you. So what this Gobblegum does is allow you to have that weakness damage all at once. It only lasts for 3 minutes. I wish it lasted longer. 5-10 would be much better because I just don't think it's good enough. I think it's really good. I think it's very strong. It makes your weapon super strong in boss zombies. I know boss fights. You know, I really like using it against Caltheris because Caltheris does have that weakness. And Uberklaus is just a bitch on Mars Survival, and I like using that in that as well. I have done that, but I just don't think it will last long enough. While Crate Power gives you a free mystery box, or not a free mystery box, but it gives you a Pack-a-Punch. Very nice. Super, super good. Big fan of it. The only problem with it is that, like, you are really taking a chance to Crate Power. It's not like you can hit the box, then use Crate Power, and then that gun will be Pack-a-Punch. It's like, no, you have to use your Crate Power before you know what the gun is, and there's a lot of luck in that. But because Elemental Exposure just doesn't last very long, it's very good though. And you're getting Crate Power, and in Curse, that's 10,000 points. That's a lot of points. So I don't know. It's a difficult choice, but I think I'm going to lean Crate Power, but very slightly here. Very, very slightly. Next up, we have Aftertaste versus Shields Up. Aftertaste is good. Keeps all your perks while being revived. Very good. Shields Up refills your armor use. Now, armor is twice as strong as well for 3 minutes. That is really what makes this good. Shields Up is like the perfect rare Gobblegum to bring into big fights. You don't want to use your big-ass Gobblegums that are super good? Don't have to. Use your Shields Up. That is the way to do it. Allows you to have that super nice, useful ability without it being super taxing on, oh my god, I'm using legendary Gobblegums. Oh my god, I'm not going to get another one of these for another 5-10 games. No, you will, because it shields up and it's a rare. Aftertaste is very good, very strong. I think it's a very good Gobblegum, but because there's so many other ways to keep your perks. Equivalent Exchange, Dying Wish, Mask of Salvation, and plenty more. I mean, even other people having augments for you to keep your perks. We're going to go with Shields Up here, but very slightly. I mean, it's very slightly. Profit sharing, but anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. Very strong. Profit sharing, also very strong. Profit sharing is just very convenient for low rounds, getting a bunch of ammo, getting enough points. That's very where it's convenient. Nowhere but here, or anywhere but here, I'm so sorry, is very good, but because there's so many other Gobblegums that do the exact same thing but better, especially just Ether Shroud, because it does better. Even Mr. Peaks, I just can't give it to anywhere but here. It's a very good Gobblegum. It can go really high, but it's going against Profit Sharing, which I think is the best epic Gobblegum in the game, if I can remember off the top of my head. Very good. We're going to give it to Profit Sharing. Round off versus Power Keg. Power Keg's good. You know, we just talked about it earlier. Activates a full power power-up. It's very nice. But Round Off is basically preventing rounds. So it's this game's version of Round Robin, kind of, but in reverse. When you end a round, you stay on that round for 2 more rounds. It's great for keeping the zombie round low while doing Easter egg. That's really what this is like completely for. Legendary Gobblegum. I think the thing about it is it's only useful in very certain situations. It's great in those certain situations, but you have to be specifically doing that. It's like, okay, I guess you want to like set up better earlier, but in my opinion, with the way the point system works in Cursed, I don't think that the upside is enough, and because of that, I'm going to lean Power Keg here. A little bit of an upset. Cashback versus Power Vacuum, free max ammo, power up spawn for 5 minutes. You're gonna get fuck ton of max ammos with Power Vacuum compared to one with Cashback. Oh, and also you're gonna get everything else in the fucking totem pole. Power Vacuum for sure. Surprised that isn't an ultra or a legendary. Timeout versus Exit Strategy. Exit Strategy might be the worst Gobblegum in the game. Just allows you to exfil. Like, oh yay, I get more Winsicles. It's use a Gobblegum to get Gobblegums, I guess. Timeout, what it does is it clears all zombies, and ends the round, and no zombies will spawn for 3 minutes. If your teammate dies, this is what you can use to get them back up. If you find yourself needing a breather, this is what you use to get yourself back up. Very good. I think it's one of the weakest ultras, but it's definitely better than this bullshit. So we're going to give it to timeout here. Although it's very good if you're playing with casuals. Near Death versus Idolize. Idolize, you had a great run. You could have gone far in this tournament, but you're going against Near Death Experience, which is another way you can keep all your perks. 30 seconds, 3 minutes, or 5 revives. Near Death. Support Group versus Wonder Bar. Wonder Bar gives you a free Wonder Weapon. You already know that. Support Group's interesting. It just gives you a bunch of Scorestreaks. It gives you an RC car, a Mangler Cannon. What is it? RC car, Mangler Cannon, Sentry Turret, and Disciple Inject. In that order. Okay, it just gives you a bunch. It's cool. I'm a fan of it. It's a fun, unique perk. I like, or Gobblegum. I like it. It's like a fun little perk, Gobblegum. I keep saying perk. God motherfucking damn it. But it's not as good as Wonder Bar. I'll tell you that. Wonder Bar is going far. So Wonder Bar is definitely winning this matchup. Gift card versus On the House. Gift card is this game's equivalent of shopping free. You can buy way more perks with gift card than you can with On the House. Plus everything else, and you don't have to do that. I wish it was more money in Curse. 30,000 in standard, crazy. It's gotta be like 50,000 in cursed, I feel like. I really should have changed that, but it's still very good. Gift card's fantastic. I'm gonna go with gift card for sure, because it's gonna go far, I'm telling you, unless it goes against all these ultras. Phoenix Up, maybe the best legendary in the game. Very, very strong, but Perkaholic is Perkaholic. It's probably the most iconic Gobblegum of all time, and that's for a damn reason. Phoenix Up is great. I have nothing against it. Absolutely nothing against it. Could have gone much farther, but it's going up against a juggernaut. I'm sorry, but Phoenix Up, man, really good shot here. Turncoat versus Free Fire. Two that are very forgettable. I guess Free Fire allows you to have infinite ammo, but God, it doesn't work with Wonder Weapons, and it doesn't work with launchers. Like underbarrel launchers, like with your shotguns. I hate that. If it should work with Wonder Weapons, it'd be so much better, but it doesn't. I don't give a fuck if it's a balancing thing. It's a Gobblegum that's epic. Let me use it, man, but it has to be with a bullet weapon. I'm not a fan of that. I wish it did that. You know what? Just because of that, fuck you, Free Fire. I'm here using Turncoat. Armageddon versus Perkaholic. Armageddon is really good, but Perkaholic is better. It's very... Armageddon is strong, though. Wow, this is a tough one. Much tougher than I think you guys actually realize. Armageddon is strong. Very, very strong. Very good. Perkaholic is stronger. Is it stronger? I think so. I mean, it's Perkaholic. Man, it's tough. I mean, this is so good, and perks are such a big thing, but armor is such a big thing in this game. Wow, it's a tough one. And maybe if Armageddon gave it to all players instead of just you. Nah, I'm gonna go with Perkaholic very slightly here. Hidden Power versus Power Kick. This isn't even a shot at Hidden Power. I mean, obviously the ultras are gonna do well. Turncoat, you had a great one. You honestly shouldn't even be here. Profit sharing. Killjoy versus Shields Up. This is a really good one, actually. Killjoy is strong. Shields Up is strong. Shields Up is maybe the best rare in the game. I mean, that and I'm feeling lucky. Who's keeping score? I think are two of the strongest. I like Shields Up. I mean, it's so fucking useful in boss fights and fights where you feel like you need armor. Armor is such a big thing in this game. It's like a worse version of Armageddon, but it does the exact same thing as Armageddon if you already have 3 armor plates, but it's just as a rare. I don't know, it's very good. And it makes it twice as strong. Killjoy gives you an instant kill, that's really good. But man, it's a good matchup. Shields Up is very strong. We're gonna give it to Shields Up here very slightly. Power Vacuum versus Temporal. Temporal is good, but it's had its run. It needs to be paired with another Gobblegum or another Power-Up or just to get lucky for it to get used. I feel like you gotta use 2 Gobblegums to get the power of Temporal, and it's 1. And sometimes 3 with profit sharing if you're in a public, or not a public match, but you're playing with your homies. So I think Power Vacuum is definitely better. Gift card versus Timeout. I think Timeout is the weakest Ultra Gobblegum in the game. I talked about that earlier. It's good. It's very good with noobs. But if you're not a casual player and you're not on round 70, then you should very easily be able to survive and get yourself back up without having to worry about that, especially if you don't have the Rampage Inducer turned on. So Timeout, I'm not too worried about. Gift card gives you 30k points. We're going to give it to Gift card here. Wonder Bar versus K-Power. Would I rather have a Pack Punch gun or a Wonder Weapon? Wow, Near Death versus Raindrops. I don't think this is actually as close as you guys think. Raindrops is very good, but it has a definite ceiling. It's good in all situations, but Near Death is like, I mean, it's amazing. It's just so fucking amazing. Great solo, it's great co-op. It gives you all your perks back, and Raindrops only gives you 1 perk, damn it. But it is a very strong. I mean, these are both really good. 2 things that I think could have gone much farther for the one that loses, but I think that this is not that difficult of an option. I just think that Near Death is so damn strong, and it's gonna go far. So I'm gonna give it to Near Death here. But rest in peace, some of my ultras, man. Wow, we're gonna get an epic in the final 4. That's pretty crazy, man, that we are on that. Power Vacuum versus Profit Sharing. 2 of the best in the game. Profit Sharing is very good with
players in co-op. But we have to bring out the obvious flaw with profit sharing that I have not mentioned yet. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. You can't use it in solo. Has zero use in solo. Power Vacuum has all the double points that profit sharing has. All the super nice uses that profit sharing has. With the use in solo and co-op in all situations, in early or high rounds. And it lasts for 5 damn minutes. While profit sharing lasts for 2. That's double plus 50%. Damn, that's a lot. I'm gonna give it to Power Vacuum. Definitely much better. Hidden Power versus Shields Up. Wow, very good one. This is tough. This is very tough. And let me tell you why it is tough. On the surface, Hidden Power is better because it gives you the legendary weapon and it's very good. But let me give you a little bit of an icebreaker here that I think is something you guys should think of. If you already have a legendary weapon, Hidden Power has no use to you. You can eventually go get Hidden Power. And I guess you can eventually get armor as well, but Shields Up is like another form of protection, especially in those high rounds where zombies do 75 HP damage if you have no damn armor. That starts at like round 40. Especially with that Rampage Inducer where they're really running, and if you want to go something those high rounds, it's tough, and especially in those boss fights. Hidden Power ain't gonna do shit in the boss fight, but Shields Up is. Hidden Power ain't gonna do shit in those high rounds, but Shields Up is. But if you're in high rounds, you're trying to do boss fights in low rounds, then Hidden Power is fantastic. It's a very difficult matchup, and I think this might blow some of your minds. Hidden Power is very good, but you have to use it early, while Shields Up is good in all situations. Which one gives you the higher upside? I would say Hidden Power. In certain situations, I find myself really sharing my Hidden Power, but I think my most used Gobblegum in Black Ops 7 is Shields Up. Probably that, Who's Keeping Score, and Profit Sharing are my top 3. Maybe Perkaholic, I don't know, but because of that, I'm gonna lean to the rare Gobblegum being better. Wow, man. Oh my goodness. This could have been a final. This could have been a final. Perkaholic versus near-death experience. Give you all the perks versus 5 fucking automatic revives. Wow, it's a really good one. Would you rather be invincible for 5 minutes, basically? Or invincible forever? I mean, it's tough, dude. Let me give you guys a little bit of something here. The thing about near-death experience is it allows you to keep your perks. That's fantastic. It's great in solo, great co-op, revives you no matter what. But Perkaholic gives you all the perks, and that is so good. But you can also, you can get all your perks in Perkaholic no matter what. Even if you don't get it, the perk, you can still get all your perks. There's so many other Gobblegums that get perks, but it's Perkaholic. This is tough. It's a very tough matchup. 2 fantastic Gobblegums, 2 that I think could have gone all the way. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this matchup was coming. I knew I wasn't ready for it. You know, sometimes something's coming on you and you're not ready for it. All right, listen. I'm not gay, but listen. These are 2 Gobblegums that I think are very good, very tough to rank. I'm gonna lean very slightly. I know my choice. You guys leave in the comments what you guys think. Leave in the comments what you guys think I'm going to do as my camera defocuses, because I just hit the jackpot. All right, we're done. What my choice is going to be near-death experience. Oh, it doesn't feel right. It does not feel right in the round of 8 for Perkaholic to go out. And now we got 2 more. This one is a bit easier. This one's a bit easier. Between gift card's good. Gift card's good. But in high rounds, it's useless. Wonder Bar is fantastic. Ray Gun is so good in bosses. Ray Mark II is good. One weapon in the box is good. I mean, the gift card's good, but this is a luck thing. You can get points no matter what. It doesn't matter. I think they're both really good, but I'm gonna lean towards Wonder Bar. But gift card, you had a great run. You had a great run. Power Vacuum versus Wonder Bar. One gives you power-ups for 5 minutes. One gives you a Wonder Weapon. It's tough, man. It's a very good matchup. I think it's 2 Gobblegums that both deserve to be here. Power Vacuum has an epic in this round. That's awesome. I think I would have chose Perkaholic over Power Vacuum. Maybe a Power Vacuum like gave you a ton of free perk drops, I'd consider it over Wonder Bar. But man, just the fact that you can get a mystery box, you just get a free Wonder Weapon so early and basically be invincible until like round 40. And then, you know, great in boss fights and great in high rounds. You know, you always need a Wonder Weapon. Getting your Wonder Weapon with the ray gun, you know, actually having Mule Kick be useful in that sense. Very good, especially, it's really good. But because of that, man, I can't hate. I gotta choose Wonder Bar. Near Death versus Shields Up. Shields Up with the fucking Cinderella run, the St. Peter's of the Call of Duty Zombies Gobblegums, the fucking Furman of Zombies Gobblegums, the UMBC of Zombies Gobblegums, the Oakland of Zombies Gobblegums, Cinderella, March Madness stories as March Madness just ended. Shout out to Michigan. Shout out to Phoenix Shields Up, but your time stops here.
the number 11 seed gets sucked out by the number 1 seed. And now we have Wonder Bar versus Near Death Experience. 2 Gobblegums that are so good. One is a ray gun, one gives you whatever one. I feel like I always get the ray gun. So I know it's any one weapon, but I feel like I always get the fucking normal ray gun. Maybe a Mark II every once in a while, but I feel like I always get the damn ray gun. But Near Death is just makes you invincible. And sure, having certain weapons is great, but you can get those weapons anyways. But nothing else in this damn game can make you invincible for 5 damn minutes unless you overuse it. Or 3 minutes, sorry, 3 minutes, 5 revives. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of my bracket, the greatest Gobblegum in Black Ops 7 Zombies is Near Death Experience. Today, I will be ranking every single score streak in Black Ops 7 Zombies from worst to best, all right? And I have 12 score streaks to go through today, and each of them are going to be different. I'll be ranking them 12 to 1, and then giving you guys my opinions of why I think those are the ranking. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. With that being said, let's get into it. Coming in number 12, we have the hand cannon. Now, the hand cannon is really a score streak, but I'm particularly not a huge fan of. You get a nice little hand cannon that's, you know, the same thing you've seen in past games, and you shoot it. It does very high damage to very small amounts of zombies. It will penetrate zombies and go through them. It's very nice, and it does get some kills. But it is superbly weak in terms of splash area. When it comes to kill streaks and score streaks, etc., it needs to be something where it can kill either a boss zombie immediately, or it can kill a massive amount of zombies. And because there are other score streaks that are able to kill Xursas and Uberklauses faster than the hand cannon can, then the main ability of the gun is seen as obsolete. And I just don't think it's very good. Sure, we've seen it in the game before. It wasn't nobody's favorite in Black Ops 6. So why would it be anyone's favorite in Black Ops 7? The hand cannon is underwhelming overall as a weapon, and it comes in at number 12. Number 11 is the combat bow. Now, the combat bow is weird. You get, I believe, 10 shots with the combat bow, and it'll do a small little explosive effect. Now, the weird thing about the combat bow is when it first came into the game, in the past game, I thought to myself, wow, this is going to be a monkey bomb styled bow, like the normal upgraded crossbow from the earlier games like Black Ops 1, where you shoot it, it does an explosion, and it's like a monkey bomb, and it will track all the zombies. It doesn't do that. It just creates a small little explosion and a small little patch of flames that does semi, you know, like a little bit of damage. It detonates on impact, makes an explosion, and then it does like gradual damage, right? It'll kill some zombies, but it's never going to be crazy. It's terrible, and I mean terrible against boss zombies. Absolutely atrocious. And it's only okay, right? There's much better things. There's much better weapons, and I don't think it really stacks up to really any of the other ones. So it's going to be super low on this list for a good reason. I also think it just doesn't fill enough area. There's a reason it's got 10 shots, because the attack that you can get out of 2 shots of like a war machine or a Grim Reaper is going to be more than 10 shots out of a combat bow, especially because it's super easy to miss shots with the combat bow because it's such a small margin of error. So it comes in at number 11. Number 10 is the sentry turret. Now, the sentry turret is never something that I've ever really cared for in zombies, whether it was a turret trap in something like Toten or Ascension, or now that we see it as a score streak in Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 6, and Black Ops 7. And the real reason is, when have you ever been like, wow, it'd be really nice to have a sentry turret right now? Even in certain situations where I thought it'd be cool to have a sentry turret, the only time I've ever thought of that really is the ice staff step, where you have to protect while they make it in the tomb. That is the only time I've ever thought, wow, a sentry turret would be really helpful right now. We're not ranking this in Black Ops 6. We're ranking this in Black Ops 7. And when it comes to Ashdown, when it comes to Astra Valorum, there's a better turret on top of Old Tessie. And it's in both maps. The sentry turret's one of those things where you get a sentry turret, oh wow, let me place it down really quickly and pick up my other kill streak. No one will ever really carry around a sentry turret because we know it's gonna be super helpful against boss zombies or a boss fight or Maddox and zombies. Never. So it's fine. It's cool to have in the game, and it's not bad. None of these are gonna be detrimental or anything, but it's not very good. Comes in number 10. Number 9 is the LDBR. It is a bombardment of multiple missiles coming out at once, an artillery, I should say, of missiles coming down on you. This has been in, what, every COD game that ever existed? Not really a Hellstorm.
because in a Hellstorm missile, you're able to pull up a tablet, you're immune to zombies, and you get to kind of aim it. This is one of those ones where you point with the laser, you click it, and they start raining and never use it. This is just like the Sentry Turret, where it will, if it pops up, I'll use it real quickly, grab my main kill streak. That's kind of the way I see it. I don't think it's super powerful. I think it's all right. I don't think it is something that is super detrimental though. And it will do damage to you if it lands on you. With PhD, you know, that's an exception, but it will do damage. So no, it's never really been a great kill streak. It's always been, you know, no matter the game it's in, just a kind of an afterthought. And it's the same kind of thing here. And it comes at number 9. Number 8 is the Mangler Cannon. Now I have the Mangler Cannon at number 8 here because of really one main thing. And it's because its ability to kill multiple zombies in one shot, right? The combat bow can kill multiple zombies in one shot, but it's a small little area, right? And then it kind of expands, and it can expand if it does gradual damage to zombies. But this, if you're able to shoot next to the zombies, and that's really the trick, it can kill many zombies as it goes. You can actually wipe out a horde with the Mangler Cannon if you do it right, if you shoot next to them, if it has that Mangler effect, kind of that cannon effect around them, and it kind of takes the zombies out. I don't really know how it does it. Even without impact, it can kill zombies around it. So it's very, very nice. It also can toggle and target boss zombies, although I would never really use the Mangler Cannon for the boss zombies. I don't think it's very good against them, Zursa or any of the other ones. I really don't think it's super powerful, but I like it overall. Overall, it's a very good kill streak. We're starting to get into the better ones, and I think this is really kind of the threshold between the bad and the pretty good. And now we're getting into the pretty good, and the Mangler is the worst of the pretty good. Number 7 is going to be the ARCXD. Now, this is an interesting one because you're like, wow, this probably does less kills than the Mangler Cannon, the LDBR, the Sentry Turret. Probably the least amount of kills of anything on the entire list. Why do you have it so high? It's because of that split second. You open up the tablet. It's another version of a get out jail free card. The zombies can't hit you while you're using it. They can't hit you. And it has that ether plasma effect. Those blasts that can kill zombies around it if you don't run into one. And it can kill. But what it's great for is getting you out of trouble. You're running around. You're out of ether shroud. Pop this. This is another get out of jail free card. It's very nice in that nature, you know? Kind of be a last resort. Oh my god, okay, pop the ARCXD. Pop the ARCXD. You know? So that's really what it's super useful for. Sure, it doesn't kill as many zombies in it, but it really has a bigger use than those other ones, because sure, those can kill zombies and whatever, but this can kill zombies as well, plus have that added effect, even if it's a little bit less zombies than the other one. But I think that added effect of it kind of being a instant safety is super helpful, and I put it at number 7. Number 6 though is the HKDS. Now what this does is it launches in a sort of care package of multiple hunter kill drones that fly around and kill zombies. Weird thing, it can do damage to you, these explosive kill streaks, just like the LDBR. What's really nice about this one is it can do a lot of damage at a singular time. This is one of those ones where you gotta clear around quickly. Pop this, right? There's even a Dark Ops for getting 50 kills with one use of this. So it's super, super useful. I really do like it. I think it can end a round, especially in those 20s, 30s, if you really want to use it. And it's very fun to use. It's one of the ones where it's like, fucking call on the backup. Get that bitch asses in here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nice. I think it's a fun kill streak. I think it's very good, and it does do a lot of aerial damage around you, and it does track zombies. It's not like you can miss. You know, a lot of these kill streaks, you miss your shot, you're fucked. Not really this one. You know, you can't really miss. So because of that, we'll put it at number 6. Top 5, ladies and gentlemen, and coming at number 5 is the Grim Reaper, a very powerful rocket launcher, kills a ton of zombies, and gives you 2 extra clips. 2 extra clips. Tons of ammo with this, with quick reloading. So why is it not as high as some of the other ones? Really, it's its effectiveness against boss zombies. It is not very strong against boss zombies. There's other ones that are significantly better. It's not terrible, but and again, it has a lot of shots and it kills a lot of zombies. But its effectiveness against boss zombies is super questionable. And it doesn't matter the boss zombie, whether it's Oscar, whether it's Zursa, or whether it is the Uber Klaus, or even the Mimics. It's not super useful against them. So it's a very good weapon. Kills a ton of zombies, you get a ton of ammo, but unfortunately, it doesn't do enough. And because of that, we're going to put it at number 5. Number 4 is the Death Machine. One that probably would have been top 2, top 3 in Black Ops Cold War, maybe even Black Ops 6. I'm not sure. I got to go back and look at it. But no, probably not Black Ops 6, but I'm going to put it at number 4 here because super fast fire rate. We know what we're getting here. It's a minigun, but this thing shreds armor, and it does great headshot damage and great damage against Uber Klaus. Great damage against Zursa. This is my preferred method of killing Zursa, is the Death Machine, and it's super useful in that regard. Also, great in the boss fights, fantastic against Vitherium, and it's fantastic against Galtheris. Great in both fights. I think it's super useful in the high rounds as well, kind of killing a bunch of zombies, and you get a ton of fucking ammo with it. And yes, you get the super fast rate, and sure, it does suck being super slow, but you're not going to be dying with this shit unless you're getting 360 no scope from across the map by an Uber Klaus, which that is the case. I understand, because I get that too. So overall, Death Machine, super powerful. We've seen it in plenty of zombie games, and it doesn't stop here. It's going to be number 4. The dog, my dog, Snoop Dogg, D-O-double-G. Well, D-A-W, D-A-U-W. God damn. D-A-W-G is the way pronounced my dog. That comes in at number 3. And the reason the dog is number 3 is because it's the strongest Scorestreak that you don't hold as a physical weapon. It's the strongest one, right? It goes on its own. It does a ton of fucking kills. It lasts a very long time, and that's what's super useful. If this was something we had for 10 seconds, I wouldn't even consider putting it here, but this lasts for a very long time. It can target some boss zombies sometimes, targets anything around it, and it's very, very good. I'm a huge fan of it, and it's health-based, not really time-based as much. Sometimes it is, but it also can attract zombies away from you, which is very nice, and I think it deserves to be where it is. It's a super, super strong kill streak that I've used many times, and it comes in number 3. Number 2 is the Disciple Injection. Now, originally, I think I had this a little underrated. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a really good kill streak that I think I had underrated. The reason I had it underrated is because it's not quite as good as the Mangler. It has that similar effect to the Mangler. You know, the picking up and throwing effect of the Disciple is really cheeks, especially compared to the Mangler cannon and the meleeing of the Mangler. But what's really good with this is that sort of dash that you have that can kill any zombie in front of you. It's just like the running in front of the Mangler. This can kill so many zombies so quickly, and you can do a lot of kills in a short amount of time. But this does last a pretty good amount of time. I think it's the same amount of time a Mangler lasts. Sure, it's never going to be the best against zombies. Sure, sucking up the zombies doesn't make much sense, and picking them up and throwing them doesn't really do that much. But the dash effect, the holding down shift effect, and moving quickly, swiftly, and killing every zombie in your path, that's definitely a reason to have it number 2. Number 1, though, is pretty obvious in my opinion. I think it is the War Machine, the elite zombie killer. Something that can, it's a 3-round burst grenade launcher that explodes on impact, doesn't fire around grenades like the original War Machine from Black Ops 2. Thank God. But what this is great at is killing overclasses. I mean, you get 1-2 shots of this, 1-2 bursts, I should say. Overclass is dead. 1-2 bursts against Zersa, it's dead. This is my elite zombie killer. That's what it is. I can kill all the other zombies, no problem. What gives me problems? Klaus shooting me from halfway across the map. Zersa's fucking bees and fucking cum following me. Not this. This is what kills that. This is what ends the game for me. It is the best score streak in the game. It's my instant elite zombie killer, my special zombie killer that does everything. And also, if you're in a pinch, yeah, shoot the ground. PhD Flopper does wonders. You'll have the entire area escaped, especially because it's a 3-round burst. So let me know what you guys think, man. This is by far the number 1 pick. The War Machine is that guy, and it deserves to be number 1. All right, that was everything. If you guys made it to the end, you guys are absolutely amazing. I absolutely appreciate you. You guys are so fucking awesome, and you are just amazing. So if you guys do enjoy this video, I want to see more content from your boy, longer styled videos, more compilations, everything like that, then please let me know. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We got more content with more creators coming out very soon. So thank you all so much, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. You guys have a good one.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.